Welcome everyone to the latest TNA DVD release. It's the Best of the X Division, Volume 2. The TNA broadcast team, Mike Tenay and Don West and DW, we have been there from the very start. From the inception of TNA and the genesis of the X Division, we have seen TNA and the No Limits X Division make some incredible strides.
Well, you know, you said it, no limits. I mean, it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits, and that's what you see when you see these incredible athletes. I mean, you see daredevil feats and high flying and things that when you're watching it, you cannot believe it's happening if you weren't sitting there. I mean, these guys put it all on the line every match, every night.
You talked about the incredible athletes. You will see in this DVD the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, the phenomenal AJ Styles, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. You'll see Chris Sabin, Sanjay Dutt, and so many others.
Well, you mentioned those first three, Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and of course Christopher Daniels, and I think about the war that those three had when it was deciding who was going to be king of the X Division at that time, and think about it, whether it was AJ Styles against Joe, whether it was Samoa Joe against Daniels, whether it was AJ Styles against Daniels, and then who can forget when it came down to AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Christopher Daniels in the ring at the same time. Every time they were out there, people would call them the greatest X Division matches they'd ever seen. I've never seen competition like it was between those three.
And on that note, let's go back and let's review the war involving the phenomenal AJ Styles, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, and the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
From August of 2005 until April of 2006, three of the greatest athletes in professional wrestling collided for control of one prestigious title, the TNA X Division Championship.
Christopher Daniels and I, in my opinion, revolutionized the TNA X Division. Then Samoa Joe entered the picture, and we knew it wasn't a revolution anymore. It was a war.
You see, the TNA fans, the fans around the world, they were going to get a chance to see the three greatest X Division competitors ever collide for the first time in the same promotion. But even knowing all that, I don't think any of us could have imagined the matches that ended up coming out of it.
You can almost see it in the eyes of the fans. When I started to make my claim for the X Division title, they wanted to see it. They wanted to see me take it to a new level. That's exactly what I did.
AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, and Samoa Joe engaged in a war that few fans will ever forget, resulting in some of the greatest matches in TNA wrestling history. This is the chronicle of their epic battles, a war that not only revolutionized the X Division, but revolutionized professional wrestling. The Super X Cup Finals, August 2005, TNA Sacrifice, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
At the time, Christopher Daniels was the X Division champion. Now, Samoa Joe went through Sanjay Dutt, Alex Shelley, two great wrestlers, to reach me in the finals. I was hungry, but Joe was on a mission. So I had to come at him full speed ahead.
And look at AJ, he's going nuts! Lefts and rights and knees, and here come the open hands, the palm thrust. Oh, what a kick right there!
That was enough to put Joe down!
Goes out, springboard! Oh, man! Wow! AJ on his game!
I wasn't going to be stopped that night. When I came here to TNA, I came here with one goal. I came here focused. I came here for one reason. That was to conquer the X Division. For too long, Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles have dominated the X Division. But I was here to show them what domination was all about.
Look out! Holy cow! And he just slammed right into the table! Samoa Joe goes right through! He's not holding back for a second! Christopher Daniels, he is a monster! Oh, AJ's got him, but the referee's been hurt! Wait a minute, where are you going, Daniels? He kicked him in the head! Referee Thomas is down and out!
I just want to see what's going on in my tonight. Just relax.
Where are you going?
So you have to understand, AJ and I, we had just gone through a war over my X Division title. Now I knew in the back of my head I was going to have to deal with Joe at some point. I mean, that was obvious, watching him roll over the competition like he did. But at that moment, AJ was the #1 threat to my title. And so that night I decided that no matter what happened, I was going to make sure that AJ was not the man who got the next shot at my championship.
Daniels has just slid into the ring with the title belt! Oh no! Come on! Took down AJ as TO'd him down! look at this Samoa Joe. He's handing it to him. And AJ goes right after Daniels and sends him out of the ring.
Powered him out.
AJ
Got him up. Muscle buster. Oh, he hits it. Is he going to go for the choke? There it is. It's cinched in. Rear naked choke. The tequila clutch. The submission move. It's gained him all his victories. It's kept him unbeaten. And AJ, oh God, he's going to have to fight through this.
He's fighting with everything he's got. Look at that. If anybody can get out of this, it's AJ. Going for the road. No, he can't get it. He taps out.
Muscle Buster, tap out, your new 2005 X Cup champ. Bring on the X title.
Was it fair what happened to him? No. Was I going to complain? No. You pick yourself up and you wait for the next opportunity. And lucky me, Larry Zbyszko made that happen at Unbreakable.
September 2005, TNA Unbreakable, a three-way match for the X Division Championship. The champion, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels versus the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
First pin, first submission, that's the winner. That's the individual who will leave Unbreakable with the X Division gold.
It's a situation where you've got to have eyes in the back of your head, and look at this right there. Samoa Joe and AJ Styles partner up at the beginning and go right at the champion.
Yeah, I guess you could say that the cards were stacked against me at Unbreakable. Even after all the bad blood, all the wars that AJ and I got through, I still don't think it was right that Larry Zbyszko added him to the match in the first place. I mean, that's my opinion, but that's the way it all played out. Going into that match, I knew it was going to be the biggest match of my career. It would have been the biggest match of any X Division champion's career. I mean, look, I was facing the perennial X Division favorite, AJ, and the undefeated, unstoppable Samoa Joe. I mean, the buzz leading up to this match was at a fever pitch. But I mean, I wasn't thinking about that. In the days before that match, all I was concentrating on was coming out of Unbreakable as the X Division champion of the world.
Boy, are they appreciative. Here in the Impact Zone, listen to him chant TNA.
Oh, look at AJ! Did you see the gracefulness?
Under both Daniels and Joe, and that's got Styles fired up. Yes, you damn right, this is awesome.
They know they're seeing three of the best wrestlers of the world vying for one of the most important titles. We have the X Division title.
I think this is what the fans wanted. I'm in there with two of the best wrestlers, not just in the X Division, but in the world. If I could go out there and wrestle Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe and come out the champion, then I went out there and I did what needed to be done. It wasn't about the hype. It's about the match.
AJ knows he's got to break this up to survive.
Oh, man, what's that? The spiral tag!
He broke it up at the top of the top. Wow, had to do it. He had to do it to stay alive.
In my opinion, it was one of the greatest matches in X Division history, if not the greatest.
All three guys! What's going to happen as you see Joe takes them both back? Unbelievable display of strength!
That's the pure raw power of Samoa Joe.
It was three men who came there for one reason, to win gold, to win the championship, to be the best. And that night, we were the best.
Samoa
And he goes over the top! And he nails them both! You gotta be kidding me right there!
No, this isn't about weight limits. It's about no limits. And you're seeing it unfold right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, you could definitely feel it out there. When I was standing in that ring, you could feel the electricity, just the tension of the moment.
For those of you that are watching this right now at home, I want you to think how lucky you are! You're seeing one of the greatest matches in the history of wrestling! All three of these guys putting it all on the line!
Every time I was down, every time I thought that I couldn't get back up, like just the fans, the noise, they would just explode. And that personally kept me going. At that moment, and still to this day, that it's the only time that the X Division Championship was defended in the main event of a TNA pay-per-view. That I'm the only X Division champion to ever defend his title in the main event at a TNA pay-per-view. I mean, that to me, you can't take that away. That'll never change. I knew going in, I knew during, I knew at the very end. something special.
I'll tell you what, just when you thought, look at that, what a move! Daniels goes down, and the momentum takes Joe all the way out to the floor. I call it survival right there. Is he going to set him up? He's got him, and he ate those wings. And here it goes. AJ fights it off. Now he sends it back. 1, 2. AJ's got it. Daniels got it. AJ's won the title.
The winner of the match and new X Division champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
5-time champion. What a way to counter the Angels' wins. Daniels can't believe it.
The end result is that the phenomenal AJ Styles, the first ever X Division champion, is now the first ever 5-time X Division title holder. And ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed something very special.
Talk about storybook endings. I took a lot of risks in that match, and it paid off. Because the prize was the X Division title, and it doesn't get any bigger than that.
Yeah, it's like AJ said. You pick yourself up. Pick yourself up and you go out there and you do it again. I mean, I've lost matches before, I've lost titles before, but I've never walked away. I've always come back stronger. I've always come back hungrier. I've always come back and made my way back to the title.
I had it. I had it in the palm of my hand, and it slipped through. So after that night, I vowed to myself that the next time I went after that belt, it would be entirely different.
Joe took it to a whole different level. Made it personal.
November 2005, TNA Genesis, the Elimination X match.
That night at Genesis, TNA had set up 2 teams. The first team, Alex Shelley, Roderick Strong, myself, Samoa Joe, against Chris Sabin, Matt Bentley, Sanjay Dutt, and Austin Aries. Now, Joe and I, as far as a team, we were not comfortable. I wasn't comfortable being in the ring as his partner. I don't think we ever gelled.
Did you notice there? Samoa Joe to the corner, to his side of the ring. Tag in to his partner, the Fallen Angel.
What are the questions or answers? Can they work together? That's teamwork at its finest.
Right up to the shoulders is Bentley, but Samoa Joe in. Look at this.
Oh, he sets him up for the muscle buster.
Didn't go from the ropes.
I mean, there was that friction of just that friction that we had. But I mean, I went ahead with it anyway. And looking back, I definitely paid for it. Definitely paid for it.
Oh, Angel swings by Daniels.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Get it. Now, Samoa Joe said that was time in.
Oh, come on, Samoa Joe. I mean, you're out there. You got
They got the victory. They got the win. That's what the match. There you go. That's what the match is all
They
about.
work together so well.
It's the spirit of the X Division too, Don. The competition of these great competitors.
What just happened there? What was that all about?
Samoa Joe! What a brutal, stiff, lethal kick! And now he's picked up a steel chair. It's your tag team partner.
What in the world?
I vowed that the outcome would be very different. And the first step to that was taking out Daniels. You see, when I won my #1 contendership by becoming the X Cup champion, it was robbery. They threw AJ in the match. Why? Because he whined and he cried and he bitched and he complained and he used his stroke to get what he wanted. He took away my time, my shot. What was supposed to be one-on-one became 2-on-1. So, when the odds are against you like that, it's a really, really simple solution. You eliminate one of the problems.
Come on, Joe!
This is just wrong. You guys were so good together. I had dreams of it becoming a tag team.
Oh, God! I mean, his head was right there, and Joe just kicked his head right into the steel.
In his mind, he wanted to be the one that got that final pin. He wanted to be the one standing. And he just feels like he got robbed and he's taking it out on Daniels.
Oh, taking it out and putting it wildly. Daniels has been brutalized. Daniels has been injured. This goes against everything that the X Division stands for.
No way, and he's got the chair set right there. Oh, man, this is just brutal. This is disgusting. Come on, let's get some people in there and stop this.
I said it back then, And I'll say it now. Joe was wrong. It went outside the code. And he knows what it is. You don't try to put a man in the hospital.
Yeah, the news from the doctors at the very beginning wasn't very good. They diagnosed me with a concussion. They just told me that I was in danger if I were to get back in the ring again. So I was out of the hunt for a while. Joe put me on the shelf. Like, my whole plan was to go back for the belt, go back against AJ, go after him again. And he put that whole thing on hold. I didn't know how long it was going to take me to come back. I didn't even know if I'd still be able to come back. I mean, the first couple weeks were a little unsettling, to say the least. So I had a lot of time to sit home and think about what was going to happen, what I was going to do if and when I got back into the ring.
You know, we expected this to be a memorable match. First time ever in TNA Elimination X. But Don, I never thought that this is the way that we would see this end.
December 2005, TNA Turning Point. The champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
Now there's a code in the X Division. What, are you kidding me? A code in the X Division? You see, I made it crystal clear to AJ what I thought of this code.
What's going on in the back? Oh, it's Samoa Joe! He's beating the hell out of AJ Styles!
I don't respect your code.
Oh my God! Samoa Joe just brutally attacked AJ Styles!
You see, what people fail to realize is there's only one code I follow. It's win at all costs. Win by any means necessary. Do what it takes to get the job done.
Wow, check out a preemptive strike here by the champ. Styles on the attack just moments before the bell, and look at AJ take it to Samoa Joe. Oh, man.
Now look at the intensity! Go, Joe! He got it! These are the most vicious kicks I've ever seen!
He measures AJ.
Oh, and he just sends him right through the ring!
Joe's got AJ, gonna swing him.
Right into the rail!
My God.
You can spout off about all the respect and the codes in the world, but if you aren't the man, then you need to do whatever it takes to become the man. And I did.
AJ fires up. Can you hear him? You can hear Styles scream. He's gonna dig down deep. He's gonna try and get the adrenaline flowing back. Blood trickling down the face, the lips of AJ Styles as he tries to fight through the pain.
You gotta be kidding me!
Styles got him! Is he human?
Neither one of these guys are human in my
Right.
You know, the fans have seen me down before, but they're used to AJ Styles overcoming the odds. But even the best of us are human. And that night, I was human.
Oh, this is it. AJ Styles knows. You can see Joe pushes the referee, causes the ropes, but AJ still somehow lands on his feet. And
Roll up.
Roll up.
Pin.
Oh, he flipped over and he got him in a choke.
Kakina clutch. The rear naked choke.
But somehow AJ is still not tapped. And wait a minute, he's rolling him over. If he can get some
Reach
leverage.
out and touch the ropes and get the break.
He's so
Joe's got it.
close.
Oh, but think of how long he's been in this choke.
Oh,
think of how long he's been in the Kakina clutch.
Oh, he limped. You can see the arm
His
go
arm went
limp.
limp.
It's done.
He's knocked
He
out.
passed out. It's
He's
done.
unconscious.
The winner of the match and new X Division champion of the world, Samoa Joe!
Oh, no! He
laid him out. Damn it, he went over the line again.
Oh, now he's just going crazy. And he's going right after the security, kicks them out.
He's broken the code again. You can almost sense it, can't you?
Yes, we remember Christopher Daniels in that same spot.
Joe has completely crossed the line.
What? Oh! Here he is!
I showed up. And maybe I wasn't supposed to show up. I wasn't cleared. But that wasn't the point. The point was, no matter what, I was going to show Joe. And he didn't end anything. That he only started.
He was on the receiving end of that muscle buster. It put him on the sidelines with that level 3 concussion. But look at Daniels fight back.
He's just going to town. He's had a month to think about this. A month. That's all he's thought about was Joe. Unbelievable situation right there. And you can see one right after another.
And I don't care what happened. I don't care that he left me laying. He knew that I took his best shot, and I was still coming.
I realized what my ultimate goal was. It was to win the X Division Championship, and I did. And shortly thereafter, I dominated everybody who tried to vie for it. You see, when you hurt somebody that bad, when you beat up people like I beat up people, you knew that it's going to come back to haunt you. And 1 month later, at Final Resolution, the war was back on. And AJ and Daniels, they wanted another piece.
January 2006, TNA Final Resolution, the X Division Championship. The champion, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe versus the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The blood from Christopher Daniels, almost as if he wore it to the ring as a trophy week after week. Tonight, Samoa Joe says it's a clean slate, but he's not only going to injure Daniels, he's going to end his decade-plus career.
We still argue about this today. Christopher Daniels was definitely not in the best condition. A month prior to that, I was. And you saw what Samoa Joe did to me. I didn't want to see Chris's career come to an end. Not that way. Not like that.
Daniels is taking it right to him, and Daniels is doing great here in the opening minute.
He's got to use his speed. He's got to use that speed to have the advantage.
Just like that.
Like that.
If Daniels wanted me to finish the job that I started in November, I was more than happy to oblige. You see, Daniels said he was ready to go. Daniels said that he was ready for a fight, but he wasn't. He was hurt. He wasn't 100%, and you don't walk into the ring with somebody like me not being 100%. You know, and what AJ did, walking out there, trying to save his friend, sticking his nose in my business, that got Daniels hurt worse. Maybe if he had kept to himself, Daniels would have walked out that night under his own power. But because of what AJ did, let's just say I had to make a point. And I believe that point was driven home with every knee I slammed to the side of Daniels' skull.
Oh, this is just wrong. Come on, Daniels. I mean, this could seriously hurt him, Mike.
We've got to think about this. No, not the Muscle Buster.
Oh, no. He's got it. Oh, he drops him on his head.
Muscle Buster. Daniels, can he get to the rope?
Look at him fight, and he's got the foot on the rope. Look at that fight.
Look at Joe. Look at Joe.
He can't believe it. Oh, this
Not on the
is just
chair. No.
begging him not to do it. This could absolutely fit him. Oh, my God.
The referee's just intimidated by Joe.
Oh, this is brutal. Stop this.
Come on. Somebody stop this. Stop him.
No, this is just wrong.
Stop him already.
And look at AJ. Looking on. He's got a towel in his hand.
We got to stop this. You've got way over the line, Joe. This is more than an X Division
Another
code.
shot. This is just wrong.
This is not an X Division code. This is about a man's life. This is about a man's life that has two young children at home.
And you can see the referee begging him.
This is another shot. Come on. Oh, it is. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God, AJ. You did the right thing.
He had to.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match has been stopped. The winner of the match, and still X Division Champion of the World, Samoa Joe.
See, I understand AJ's point of view. And I mean, and now that it's been however long it's been, like, I see that now in hindsight, that he really did have my best intentions in mind. But that night, at that moment, I didn't want anything to stop me from becoming X Division champion again. And I wasn't going to quit. I wasn't going to pass out. I wasn't going to tap out. I was going to go until I couldn't go anymore. And I mean, I don't know if AJ ever understood that or not. I hope he does. But like, that night, it was win or die for me. That's how strongly I felt.
I don't care what Chris says. If I hadn't have thrown in that towel, who knows where he'd be right now. And I'll tell you this, he would have made it in that three-way at Against All Odds.
February 2006, TNA Against All Odds, a three-way match for the X Division Championship. Champion, the Samoan submission machine Samoa Joe versus the fallen angel Christopher Daniels versus the phenomenal AJ Styles.
See, it wasn't about living up to the past. I mean, we all had our separate agendas, our separate issues. I mean, we weren't thinking about what we had done in the past. We were thinking about that night and that night only and what we wanted to get done. And I know my plan, my agenda, my goal was to become X Division champion again. But more important than that, I had something to prove to Joe, to AJ, and to the rest of the world. See, because I think in the past couple of months, people have kind of looked at me as like the third wheel in this trio. Like AJ was the perennial poster boy for TNA, and Joe was this up-and-coming, unstoppable force. And I think people forgot that I had held that belt for 6 months, that I was the longest reigning X Division champion, and still am to this day. I think they forgot that I was a force to be reckoned with in the X Division.
Nobody's working together. Normally you might think that AJ and Daniels might do it a little bit out of respect, but it's not at all. Oh, he goes, oh, wow, what a shot, that was fantastic.
I had a feeling Daniels, we're gonna work together. That's fine with me, because I didn't want to work with him anyway. The thing that sticks in my mind the most was Samoa Joe walking down the aisle with a bloody towel from Christopher Daniels and a clean one for me. I wasn't gonna let what happened to Daniels happen to me.
You have to be aware of the concussion that Daniels suffered.
Oh, man! No! Right through and he takes the balls out. Look at the look he's giving him. He's in total control.
Would it have been any different if AJ and Daniels had teamed up against me? No. You can bring a teammate, you can bring an army, hell, you can bring a Sherman tank. I had one goal that night, and it was to win. I had one thing I needed to do that night, and it was get that belt. That's exactly what I was planning on doing. AJ and Daniels could have come up with the ultimate game plan and strategy. Game plans, they don't mean a thing when I'm choking you out. And that night, I was hell-bent on doing it.
Daniels coming up knowing that whoever gets to Joe first, and now Joe's recovered. Joe's got to his feet, but they had him. Oh, what a boot! What a boot!
Gonna try and position AJ for the muscle buster. Styles is fighting it off. Rocked him with the slap.
He's got a hold of it.
Here it comes.
Oh, he
Muscle
hit
buster.
it. He's got it.
Hit it.
1, 2, got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still undefeated X Division champion, Samoa Joe!
What's it gonna take? What's it going to take to stop the unbeaten Samoan submission machine? Samoa Joe does it again, almost in essence, where Daniels and Styles canceled each other out.
They did. They had it. They had Joe out. They had a moment there for about 20 seconds where they could have got the pin. But both of them were alive and fighting, and their pride would not allow one of them to do it. And that's what happened. Joe took advantage of it.
I think that's the key. I think that the phenomenal AJ Styles, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, in essence, canceled each other out and enabled Samoa Joe to retain the X Division title.
March 2006, TNA Destination X, the ultimate X match for the X Division Championship. The champion, the Samoan submission machine Samoa Joe versus the fallen angel Christopher Daniels versus the phenomenal AJ Styles.
This is the ultimate test. You called it the great equalizer. We'll see if he can overcome. And when you look up at that belt, suspended so high above the ring, it gives you a perception of what these men have to do.
It's funny. Around here in TNA, whenever the X Division poster boys and Daniels and Styles can't get the job done, well, management finds these fantastic and wonderful contraption matches to get them through. You see, I came to TNA to do one thing. That's beat people up. I go to the ring and I hurt and maim. I go to the ring and I ground and pound. Hanging my championship from a set of monkey bars, expecting to climb across and grab it, it was bold from the start.
Going up high!
And
This is somewhere he's never been before!
Gonna try and position his way, gonna try and make his way across the cables. Looks like he's doing pretty good for himself. Oh!
For every setback there is in the road, you have to come up with a plan. And if the opportunity arose where I could possibly knock out AJ or Daniels afterwards, you better believe I was going to take it.
Oh, look at that right there! Oh, wow!
I don't believe what I just...
That was insane! Oh, look at that! Unbelievable!
The X Division, goes hand in hand with the Ultimate X. I've won and I've lost Ultimate X. So was Christopher Daniels. And you'd think Samoa Joe would have come up with a game plan. Well, he learned the hard way. You would think the X Division champion would know that Ultimate X comes with a territory.
Oh, look out!
Oh, he got it! AJ cuts him off!
It's a double team muscle buster! They just hit Joe's own patented move on him!
Payback the bitch!
I think one of the things that people don't understand about Ultimate X, in and above the idea of grappling out from the trusses and climbing out to the center to actually get the belt, I think one of the things that people don't understand is that because it's usually 2 to 3 people that are fighting against you at that point, it's not just being able to do it, but finding the right moment to do it. There has to be that one moment where it's just you and the climb. Because if you're doing it and guys are pulling on you, or guys are swinging with you or whatever, it's exponentially more difficult. So I knew that there was going to be one point in time. I was just looking for that one moment where it was just me and those cables. And there it was.
Wait a minute, he's got a chair!
Joe!
Oh, man!
Walking with the chair shot.
Daniels uses the chair to his advantage and kicks him right into the face. He's been on the losing end, and look how he used his legs.
Daniels!
Smart move!
Gonna go across the cable.
Oh, he's gonna get it!
He's got the belt almost. He's got the belt. He's got the belt.
Got it!
Has he got it?
Nobody can stop him! He's got it!
Daniels wins the title.
The new X Division champion, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels!
We've got a new champion, but think about this. Even though Samoa Joe lost the match, he still can say he's never lost it head-to-head, he's never been pinned, he's never submitted, and that unbeaten streak still continues one-on-one.
Congratulations to Christopher Daniels, winning back the gold. The bad news was Samoa Joe was getting his rematch.
You want my thoughts on how it ended? It was bull. And I wanted my rematch, and I wanted my title back, period.
Welcome to the debut of Impact on Thursday Night Knockout, the X Division Championship match with Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe. It's already in progress, and my God, the champion Daniels, he's been busted wide open.
Oh, we saw it happen in the match where Samoa Joe just smashed his head inside the steel ring post, hit him straight on, and then we just saw it hit the OA right there against the rail, and look at Daniels.
Let's take a look at the highlights from before we came on the air on Impact.
And look at some of these. This is some of the action. You saw right here, Joe trying to get him to muscle buster, and then Daniels sends him outside of the ring. Oh, and then he goes up top, and Christopher Daniels able to hit him with a moonsault. It was absolutely unbelievable. At this point, Daniels was in control of the match.
But then it was Samoa Joe who turned it around on the champion. He drove him head first right into the steel ring post. And Christopher Daniels, his face, his head, it's a bloody mess.
That's where it was. He hit it straight on that ring post. And then it's been all Joe ever since. It's Christopher Daniels reeling right now, trying to get his balance, trying to get his head cleared.
What a night we have in store for you on Impact, our debut on Thursday Night Knockout. In addition to this X Division Championship match, it's America's Most Wanted against Team 3D in a Street Fight Plus. His first match on national TV in 5 years. It's
Sting! Sting will be here in the ring. Will Jeff Jarrett accept the challenge? We'll find out here later on tonight. But right now, it's all about the X Division. It's all about the X Gold. It's Christopher Daniels trying to hold on to that belt. And the Samoan submission machine is a monster out there right now.
Daniels gonna try and fight back, but just when he tries to come back, Joe cuts 3rd at Lockdown. Christopher Daniels, he was scheduled to meet Jushin Liger, but Larry Zbyszko from the Championship Committee informs me that the New Japan captain protested that the match was to be contested in the 6 sides of steel. While Liger will not be at Lockdown, the Team Japan captain will bring his squad to TNA for the upcoming World X Cup.
Oh, that was just a terrible sight. I'm telling you, folks, if you're squeamish, you better leave the room right now because this is brutal. That's what this X Division title means to these guys. It is just a belt with prestige that TNA has brought to the world.
Chop to the back, and then the kick to the chest, and Samoa Joe goes airborne and drops the knee right across the chest and neck of the Fallen Angel. 6 feet tall, 280 pounds behind that knee drop. Gonna roll him over. Lateral press. No, Daniels able to roll the shoulder.
In the 10 months, I believe it is, Professor, that he's been here, this man has never been pinned. He's never submitted to anyone. Christopher Daniels vowed to do that in the ring tonight. But right now, Joe, and look at this, Joe pulling back on the head. And the blood loss has got to be getting to the Fallen Angel at this point.
You're right, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, when he was at our broadcast position down on Impact, he said that he would be the man to break that streak. Shots to the midsection by Daniels, swinging a miss with the clothesline. Oh, Samoa Joe, high knee, it just drilled the champ.
Christopher Daniels just cannot seem to get into any rhythm. Like I said, a lot of it's got to be with the blood loss. It just takes away your strength and saps your energy. He's got to find a way to clear the cobwebs if he's going to have any chance tonight against Samoa Joe.
Daniels looked great right at the opening bell. In fact, he was in control for the opening minutes of this matchup, but then when we came up live, when Impact joined this match in progress, Samoa Joe had turned it around in his favor.
Oh, right before we came live, when he just took him in his momentum right into the steel ring post. From that point on, it's been all Samoa Joe, but we know one thing about the Fallen Angel. This guy has no quit in him. He has more heart, more dedication, more intestinal fortitude than most men will ever dream of having.
Look at the combinations by Joe in the corner. The right hand and the chop, just one after the other.
Oh, he is just absolutely on the game plan right now. He decided if he ever got the momentum, he wasn't going to let up. And that's exactly how he's been. Relentless.
Daniels, prone body, laid out across the bottom ring ropes. Going to try and regroup here and try and mount some kind of an offense, but it's been all Samoa Joe.
You can see Christopher Daniels just trying to reach up, trying to find something to slow him down. He just doesn't have enough oomph in it right now. He's got to get a base to his feet, Mike. He's got to find a way to clear some space between him and Joe so that he can mount a charge.
The challenger sets the champ up in the corner and drives that open hand right into the cut, and then the double chop to both sides of the neck.
Samoa Joe just having his way, one right after the other. Everything he wants to do, he's successful, and he comes right back at him with his weight behind, and then gets him with the kick. Wow, Daniels just flops down.
First it was the forearm shot. The follow move was a kick that just drilled Daniels in the side of the head, and you see senior official, referee Rudy Charles, checking on the condition of Daniels, but it's not good.
Oh, it's not good at all. Ever since he's just had that bell rung, had the head split open, he has not been able to get to his feet. He's not been able to get any kind of momentum at all. And look at Joe, he's just applied again. Oh, and he's raking the boot right across the face.
Repeatedly in the corner, the face wash from Samoa Joe. Oh, and then he charges right in with the knee directly into the face of the Fallen Angel.
Everything, he's focusing on the head of Christopher Daniels, and you can understand why. He knows he's vulnerable there right now. Christopher Daniels in so much trouble, Mike.
Here he comes again. Daniels able to grab by the leg. There it is. Dragon screw leg whip by the champ.
That might have been the opening he needed. Oh, and he goes up high with the knee and connects.
Now Daniels going to try and fire Joe off into the corner. Charges it again. Oh, but Joe just took him right down to the mat.
That power right there by Joe.
Hold that thought, Don. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we return to Impact, more of this X Division Championship match. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact on Spike TV. During the commercial break, it's been more of the same. It's been all Samoa Joe with the powerbomb.
Here he goes. Oh, it was so close. And now he goes supplying the submission hold. And you can hear the screams coming from the Fallen Angel. You know he won the tap out because of the pain, but his
consequences that has to affect the champion.
Oh, it absolutely does. We saw right before the break, he amounted a little bit of a charge, but he just didn't have enough. And Samoa Joe using his strength, his power, his weight, everything that he has the advantage of, he's using right out of his best interest.
Looks like a little frustration has set in here. You take a look at the face of Samoa Joe, and it's almost as if he can't believe that Daniels hasn't tapped out by now.
That's what makes Christopher Daniels such a great champion. The fallen angel won't give up basically until the point of death. This guy has heart. This guy knows what that X Division belt means, and he's not going to give it up easily.
Remember tonight on Impact, it's Team 3D against AMW. Anything goes Street Fight Plus. His first match on national TV in 5 years. Sting returns to the ring. Here comes Samoa Joe. Daniels just flies one at the boot away and drilled him in the head with the enziguri.
That's what I again! Back-to-back shots! He saw that it worked! And there he goes! This might be the opening that the fallen angel needs! He's got to continue on though, Mike. He can't let up. He cannot let Samoa Joe get his breath. And look at the determination in his eyes. Look at the look. He's got that fire back.
Samoa Joe momentarily weakened. Daniels uses the ring ropes just to bring him up to a vertical base. Charges at Joe. Catches him with a flying forearm. Clothesline rocked him, but Joe stays on his feet.
Oh, look at Daniels using his athleticism. And that's how you do it. Give him the old jawbreaker right there. And you can see Samoa Joe reeling back to the ropes. And Daniels going up high. Yes!
Champion off the top. Clothesline pin. No! Just two.
But the crowd's feeling it right now. They can see that somehow Daniels has found it again. He's got that look. This is what he needs to do. He's got to be relentless. He can't let up on Joe for any moment.
Daniels positions Samoa Joe up on the top rope. The fallen angel.
Oh!
Snapped off the Hurricane Rana and sent Samoa Joe back into the middle of the ring. Daniels cover.
Got him! No!
Two again.
So close! But that's what Daniels has got to do. He used that. Think about the distance that Joe traveled. Landing right there and hitting so hard, and Daniels not able to get the pin.
Inserted atomic drop by Joe. Off the ropes and wow, drives that boot right into the face of the champ. Senton splash, but you saw Daniels at the last split second get his knees up to block it.
Oh, perfect timing by Daniels, where Samoa Joe lands directly. Oh, look at that power slam.
Pin.
1, 2. Oh, he gets out of it again, Daniels. Oh, man, is he a fighter.
Both champion and challenger have taken it to the physical limit as we kick off Impact. Joe gonna take Daniels up into the air. Daniels, what agility, lands on his feet. Gonna try to take Joe over, but Joe blocks it, and then check this out. Open hand palm thrust right into the cut.
Look at those there, look at this. Look at this strike right there, Daniels. Does he got 1, 2. Oh, he just gets the shoulder up in time. Barely, Mike, barely.
Daniels can't believe it, but yes, Joe did get his shoulder up just before the referee told the 3 count.
Talk about the kind of shape a man's got to be in to be able to do that to somebody almost 300 pounds.
Oh! Look at these slaps, rights and lefts, but Daniels fights back, punches and slaps of his own. Joe, series of kicks to the chest.
Oh, Daniels counters though. This is his chance.
STO, judo takedown by Daniels. Here goes the champ.
BME, yes, it's the best moonsault ever. 2, yes, no, again. The Samoan submission machine gets the shoulder up. That was unreal. Unreal.
BME, best moonsault ever by Daniels. Perfect landing, but only a 2 count.
That shows you what this belt means. Lives change in a match like this. The prestige that comes with being the X Division champion. That's what makes these guys go to these limits, these lengths. Oh no.
He's got the choke applied, but Daniels fights off. Drill him in the head. Open head palm thrust. It rocks Samoa Joe.
A little bit of his own medicine right there. And look at this. High risk by Daniels. Going up top. Very risky.
Look out. He's got it.
Oh, no.
Island driver.
1, 2, done.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and new X Division champion, Samoa Joe.
1, 2, 3.
What a move! He brought out something that we haven't seen here at TNA. He caught Christopher Daniels by surprise. That's what happens when you go high risk like that. And that time they cost the Fallen Angel his belt.
There it is, championship belt. Back in the property of the unbeaten Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe is the X Division champion.
The Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, remains undefeated in TNA with a victory over Christopher Daniels, and that matchup against the Fallen Angel was one of the most brutal, violent, and physical bouts that we've ever seen in the confines of the X Division.
But you know, Mike, people need to realize that the X Division is so much more than even Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels. We got to see so many great stars and athletes from all over the world. I mean, when you think about from Team Canada, Petey Williams, right. You think about all the international X Division matchups that we would have. You think about Alex Shelley. You think about Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya. The young stars like Jay Lethal and, of course, Sin Chi, and all the great X Division stars. They really define, I think, what the X Division really means.
Let's take a look at some of the great X Division matchups from the past year. Let's start off with a three-way bout. It's Alex Shelley, Petey Williams, and Chris Sabin. Check this out.
The following contest is a three-way match. About to make his way to the ring, proudly representing his home country of Canada, this is Petey Williams.
Quite simply, the X Division is the latest evolution of high-risk, high-offense wrestling. In the 90s, it was the cruiserweights, but it's 2005, and it's all about the X Division, where it's not about weight limits, it's about no limits.
Introducing his opponent, this is Alex Shelley.
What I love about this division, Mike, is the X in my mind stands for extreme. You don't have to be somebody that does triple somersaults off the top rope. You can be like this man here, Alex Shelley, a man who knows how to ground your opponent in ways that you've never seen before.
And introducing competitor number 3 from Detroit, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
The introduction of Chris Sabin, as well as the Team Canada captain Petey Williams, reminds us about the biggest pay-per-view event in TNA's history. Sunday, October the 23rd, it's Bound for Glory. Yes, Chris Sabin, Petey Williams, 2 of the 3 men to be involved in Ultimate X. It's unlike anything you've ever seen.
If I could try to describe this in a short time here, because the action's going to take off any second, it is the most creative and innovative match that TNA has put together. There will be a set of high wires about 15 feet above the mat that will form an X above it. These members will have to somehow find a way to shimmy up the poles, go across the wires, and pull down the prize. Whoever wins that match and Bound for Glory becomes the #1 contender for the X Division title.
You talked about Alex Shelley. We just saw that very accomplished amateur wrestler, a real student of the game, going to a submission move on Sabin, but then the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, turns the matchup in his favor.
I'll tell you what, Petey Williams has probably the most devastating finishing move I've ever seen in the history of TNA. It's called the Canadian Destroyer. I wish I could describe it, but I still haven't figured it out. But Chris Sabin right there, you can see these guys just going at it. The action's just so fast.
Yeah, because it's first pin or first submission to win this 3-way X Division matchup.
Sabin, another former X Division champion, somebody who's no stranger to Ultimate X, as is Petey Williams, another former X Division champion. These two guys very familiar with each other, trained by the same people. And, oh, what a shot right there to the head by Sabin.
Sabin springs off the top rope, crashes down across the back of the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams. That leaves the action in the ring with Alex Shelley and Sabin. Sabin out to the floor, watch Shelley.
Oh, he goes over, but Sabin back in the ring to foil the attempt. And oh, what a move! And Sabin comes through and catches Williams trying to get back in.
Now Sabin springs up to the middle rope, cut by the Shelley knife-edge chop. Shelley springs off the rope, suicide dive. He went right through the legs of Sabin and crashed into Petey Williams, who went back first into the guardrail.
I'll tell you, you got to take the opportunities. And there
DDT, going for the cover on Sabin, but not able to put him away.
I'll tell you what, now you see Petey Williams and Alex Shelley kind of working together right there. I don't know why I would do that after Shelley came right through the ropes and smashed me into the rail, but sometimes you gotta work with who you can to get the win, and look at this Shelley right here.
Figure 4 head scissors applied by Shelley after driving Sabin down to the mat with that backdrop suplex, and now you see Petey Williams getting right in his face with the bad mouth, and now cheering Shelley on.
Well, look at Shelley right there as he just takes his head up and down, and grinds it into the mat. Petey Williams right now able to catch his breath as he's watching Alex Shelley go at Chris Sabin.
October 23rd, Bound for Glory. See the first 30 minutes of the pay-per-view for free. 7:30 to 8 Eastern. Bound for Glory, it's so big, 3 hours wasn't enough, and look out for the double suplex.
Oh, nice teamwork right there by Williams and Shelley. Go to TNAWrestling.com also to see how you can become a part of FanFest. That will be October 22nd and 23rd. Tickets are going fast.
Well, check this out. Shelley and Williams, they can work together only so long because it's first pin or submission that wins, and their teamwork, it was short-lived.
You know, you could see that was how it was going to happen. I mean, nobody... Oh! What a comeback! A nice double kick right there by Sabin as he nails them both.
Opportunity now for Chris Sabin, and you can sense that he feels it. He knows that his chance is there. Sabin goes for Williams. Gonna try and fire him across. Quick reversal, Sabin to the corner. Check out the float over to his feet. Lands, moved out of the way, and Shelley crashes in to Williams. Here's the roll up.
Didn't get it, but look like he goes right into the gut right there of Petey Williams. And he sends Shelley right into him also.
Got dropped toe hold. Alex Shelley with the headbutt. Combination low blow on Petey Williams.
Chris Sabin can feel it. Could be going for the cradle shot. Oh, Shelley fights out of it.
Perfect counter by Shelley to the finisher of Sabin, the cradle shot. Then caught him with the enziguri. Now going to try and elevate him. Oh my God, what a brainbuster.
Alex Shelley's one of those guys right there that you know is going to be vying for the X Division title one time, because he was so close to getting the pin. I was just speechless looking at the fact that he almost had Sabin down.
Sabin fights off the attempt at what looked like to be an inverted DDT, and now Petey Williams with the side Russian leg sweep on Shelley.
Oh, he wants to reel him in right here.
Here comes the Canadian Destroyer. If Shelley gets to his feet, he's going to be the latest victim. There's the boot.
Here's the one. Oh, wait a minute, though. Sabin right there to catch him. Oh, he powerbombs him down.
Running powerbomb by Sabin. Quick neck snap by Shelley. Now Shelley turns his attention to Williams. Powers him down.
I'll tell you what, these guys are vicious. It is brutal. You think it's because of their size they can't hit hard? Well, you can see that's not the case. Nice kick to the back of the head by Sabin.
Quickly up to his shoulders. He's got Shelley up.
Here it is. Cradle shot. Pin. 2. He's got it.
And he got the victory.
Winning the match, Chris Sabin.
Petey Williams just a little short right there trying to interfere.
Momentum is on Sabin's side. Wait a minute. Petey Williams from behind. Look out. Could it be the Canadian Destroyer?
He wants to get some payback, and he doesn't. It's brutal. It's devastating. And he hits
you think of the Ultimate X match, it's just natural that the first wrestler you think of is Matt Bentley. Just over 2 years ago, August 2003, he not only won the first ever Ultimate X, but in the process, Bentley became X Division champ. You factor in the presence of the beautiful Tracy at ringside, and you have a deadly pair.
You know, it was only fitting that Matt Bentley be the one to bring the Ultimate X challenge out to Chris Sabin, out to Petey Williams, two other people that have been in that matchup so many times. But Matt Bentley trying to put himself back on the X Division map as not just a player, but as the #1 contender for the X Division gold.
Three-way X Division matchup. Keep in mind, first pinfall, first submission wins the match. Quick arm drag here by the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels on Bentley. Japanese arm drag by Austin Aries, first on Daniels and then on Bentley.
I'll tell you what, you talk about X Division, folks, there is no better definition than what you are watching right here. Austin Aries, who has pretty much got the momentum from the start. Somebody that entered TNA and has been so impressive in his debut match with that man right there, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, and then later with Roderick Strong. This guy is a major player to be reckoned with.
Absolutely, and Austin Aries, oh man, twisting into the splash pin attempt. Daniels able to break it up, but Matt Bentley takes him over, bridging suplex for a near fall.
I'll tell you what, Matt Bentley is somebody that understands these three-way matches so well. He knows how to be coy, how to stay out of the way, and when the opportunity comes up, he's right there to take advantage of it and get the pin.
Matt Bentley, trained for wrestling by his cousin, Shawn Michaels, and Bentley looks to get back in that X Division title picture on October the 23rd, and if he wins Ultimate X, and here's the pin on Daniels, 2 count. If he does win Ultimate X, it would do just that, because the winner of Ultimate X becomes the #1 contender to the X Division champ.
And that will either be the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels that we see right there, or the phenomenal AJ Styles, because those two in bound for glory have to go for Iron Man 2, 30 minutes, most pinfalls or submission, will be the X Division champion.
Daniels able to land on his feet. Judo style STO takedown. Gonna go for the cover. Here's the lateral press. Pin attempt that's broken up by Aries.
Christopher Daniels has held before AJ Styles took it in one of the most phenomenal matches we ever saw, a three-way with Samoa Joe and AJ Styles and Daniels. Held the X Division belt longer than any man in the history of TNA.
You're right, he does hold that record. Longest reigning X Division champion. 6 months as the title holder. Bentley able to land on his feet. Series of elbows by Daniels. The Fallen Angel rocks it. Quick stuck of the clothesline by Daniels.
Daniels so smooth. Look at this. He just goaded Austin Aries into coming right at him, and he takes them both out at the same time.
2 for the price of 1 from the Fallen Angel. Attention turn to Aries. He's going to pin them both. 2. No.
Not going to happen right there as both of them actually get their shoulders up simultaneously, but just the fact that he almost pulled it off. That's why this guy is not only a former X Division champ, he's one of the best athletes, one of the best wrestlers that has ever been in this promotion.
By far the most experienced of the 3 men in this matchup, but Daniels in a precarious position, and now Bentley and Aries double team move, sending him flying across the ring.
Well, you either it's risk or reward when you go up that high, and Daniels caught the band into that as Austin Aries able to bring Matt Bentley back to the mat.
Backdrop suplex by Aries, the left-hander. You'll notice that his forearms, his kicks, they come from unfamiliar angles and directions. It's tough to prepare for the southpaw Austin Aries.
I like what he did right there. His elbow pad on the left arm was kind of dragging. Here he goes, 1, 2. Oh, Bentley just in time. But if you notice that elbow pad on Aries' arm was bothering him, he didn't even hesitate. He just wipes it off and just keeps going. No distractions in the ring.
Bentley sends Aries face first into the top turnbuckle. Gonna try and shoot him off. Oh, and does. Back first into the corner.
What an elbow.
Aries able to get the elbow up. Aries helped quickly. He climbs up on top of Bentley.
Taking him all the way out of the ring, and the crowd goes crazy. Austin Aries showing everybody why he belongs in the X Division.
Very unique hit scissors takeover by Aries. Bentley crashes and burns on the arena floor at the impact zone.
Christopher Daniels, though, getting to his feet as Bentley and Aries are dealing with it.
that he can take advantage of this situation. He lays out Aries. He's got to get him back in the ring. Smart move. Pulls him under the ring ropes. Bentley going to go in. Is he going to go for the cover?
I'll tell you what, Bentley did a couple great moves there. Not only did he get out of the way of Daniels, he used it as an opportunity to go right at Aries. He knew he was going to have that opportunity, and now he's got the momentum in the ring.
Duck of the clothesline by Aries. Both men go for the cross body block. Both men connect. Both Aries and Bentley's down. Keep your eye on Tracy.
That's easy to do.
Wait a minute. Coming down the ramp is the team candidate captain, Petey Williams.
The third member that's going to be an Ultimate X against... Hey, wait a minute, there is another one. Chris Sabin. Petey Williams will be an Ultimate X in Bound for Glory. And here comes Bentley. And he goes over the top and takes them both out.
And think about Sabin. He was on the receiving end of the Canadian Destroyer from Petey Williams last week on Impact. Watch Austin Aries.
Austin Aries is going up top here. Where is he?
Now Daniels cut him off from behind.
Oh, he took his eyes off of the match in the ring. Christopher Daniels, so smart, made it big. Here comes the Angel's Wings.
Lands him, drives him down face first. Angel's Wings leads to the cover.
He's got it.
To the pin.
Your winner of the match, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
October 23rd, Bound for Glory. Yes, it's Ultimate X, but it's also Christopher Daniels against the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The following contest is X Division action. About to make his way to the ring, from Hell, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
It was an awesome performance 2 weeks ago back at Genesis in defeat for the 23-year-old youngster from Hell, Michigan, Chris Sabin, in a matchup where it came down to Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and Sabin.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing, he is the current reigning X Division champion of the world from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
He wears the gold of the X Division proudly because he is the face of the X Division. He's what this No Limits division is all about. He upholds the unwritten code of respect between the competitors, an unwritten code that was absolutely violated back in Genesis by Samoa Joe. We now know that December 11th is turning point. That championship belt will be at stake when AJ Styles goes one-on-one with the undefeated, unbeaten Samoan submission machine. But now, AJ, non-title bout against Chris Sabin.
I'll tell you what, when you think about AJ Styles, think about all the times he's come back to the X Division, and I asked him about it. And he said it's because of the spirit of the competition. Nothing breaks the drive out of you like the X Division action. And we saw what it means to him, how endeared to his heart the X Division is. And when we saw Samoa Joe a couple weeks ago at Genesis do what he did to the Fallen Angel, a guy that AJ doesn't even like, but he respected. And that was the absolute show of disrespect that Samoa Joe did to Christopher Daniels that just set AJ off.
Don, some intriguing, interesting comments concerning the condition of the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, sidelined after that just out of control, brutal attack from Samoa Joe that we heard prior to the Chris Sabin entrance by the doctor, laying out the rehab situation as well as the extent of the injuries to the fallen angel, who's on the shelf here in TNA. Great X Division matchup. AJ Styles, Chris Sabin, and more when we return to Impact. Welcome back, everyone, to the Impact Zone. X Division matchup. Reigning champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Non-title match against Chris Sabin and Don. Very competitive bout to this point. And Sabin snaps off the Hurricane Rana.
These guys are so good.
Oh!
A drop kick!
A drop kick!
I mean it! He just laid him out!
10, 2, whoa! What a drop kick that was!
Whoa! Man, that was like a missile. I'm gonna tell you something. These guys, though, if you want to know what the code of the X Division's all about, you're looking at it. These two guys exude it right out of their body. They're what competition was meant for. Back
Neckbreaker across the knee, far leg hook, 2 count only, near fall for Styles on Sabin. Couldn't have put it better myself, Don. This is what the X Division truly is all about. As we see AJ first with the deathlock, then bridging back with the reverse chinlock, submission hold here as Sabin tries to fight through the pain. Look at the positioning of the hold on. Out in the middle of the ring is Sabin rolled over by AJ. Still got the neck hook, still got the legs hooked as well.
That just shows you the strength of AJ Styles, able to still hold on and pull that neck back. But again, it also shows you the strength of Chris Sabin, this young guy. Oh, I mean, what is he, 23?
23 years old, just 5 years as a pro, Don. And just at that point where you can see that he's ready to break out of the X Division. And a victory here in this matchup against AJ Styles, the champ, would take him so far. Quick, from the middle rope. Sabin takes him up.
Oh, no, he's got him up. Oh!
Roll through, pin! Now went for the small, and oh, and instead of the small package, Sabin rolled through and drilled AJ in the face with the drop kick.
Tell you what, that's how good these guys are. You've got to make sure you finish somebody. And he almost finished him right there, but AJ able to get out of it. I mean, they think so well on their feet because it looks like they're in dire straits. All of a sudden, they figure out a way to get out of it mid-move like nobody I've ever seen. They adapt so well to the situations, Mike.
Shots to the back by Sabin. Gonna try and elevate AJ and does, but the incredible agility of Styles lands on his feet. Go behind by Sabin. Styles tries to fight him off. Quick roll up here. Pin, shoulders of AJ down barely for a 1 count, then rolling through is Sabin. He's got the leg hook. And now he's got the neck hooked as well, and it's his opportunity to supply and apply the submission hold to AJ.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Chris Sabin doesn't know who's gonna win that X Division title when it comes on a turning point on December 11th, but he knows if he beats AJ Styles right here, wow, how is he going to be denied? He's somebody that wants that shot. He's a former X Division champion. He wants that shot. AJ able to get to the ropes to break the submission, but Sabin close again.
And when you have a finishing move like Sabin's, that cradle shock, Don, you know that at any point in this matchup, if he's able to hit it on AJ, of course Sabin wants to avoid the Styles clash really at all costs, but if he can hit that cradle shock on Styles here, he would shake up the rankings of the X Division, the championship committee as well, as Sabin rifles out those forearm shots. Damn, those are stiff.
I'll tell you what, AJ Styles comes right back. You see forearms, you see knees. I mean, these guys just go right back at each other. It's like the one few, oh, he telegraphed it right there.
Sure didn't, it cost him. Styles clash, could be on the way, takes him up.
Oh, look at this, what a recovery right there by Sabin.
Oh. Mid-ring exchange. Oh, it just echoes throughout the impact zone as they light each other up with every knife edge.
I'm telling you right now, that's just, oh, they go at the same time and they knock each other down.
The mirrored move, you're right, they both go for the drop kick. A move that earlier in this matchup proved very effective for both Sabin and Styles. They both went back to the well at the exact same time, and they both crashed to the canvas.
You can see Sabin trying to shake it off right there, and you can see Styles doing the same thing. Again, this is just two warriors. Oh, what a jawbreaker right there by Sabin.
Gonna try and fire Styles across and does. AJ tries to float over. Sabin stops him, tosses him out to the apron. AJ another vicious forearm shot in, springboard back.
Oh, look at how smooth that was.
Inverted DDT. Planted him. Gonna go for the pin. Here's one. Here's two.
Oh, Sabin's not had enough yet. I'll tell you what though, AJ Styles. Oh, look at this. Samoa. Look at the blood.
That's Daniels' blood.
Of Christopher Daniels. He's still carrying that towel around like a trophy.
The blood on the towel of Samoa Joe. You're right, it's almost like that's his championship, his trophy. As we see Sabin connect with the enziguri, of course, it's Samoa Joe putting his unbeaten streak on the line.
Oh!
Running powerbomb!
Got it.
Count two! Oh, man, the champ was almost beaten.
Oh, again, looking at the blood of Christopher Daniels. He's carried this around for 2 weeks. I mean, that's disturbing. That is disturbing.
Sabin, he may beat AJ Styles before we even get to turning point. And the matchup with the undefeated Samoa Joe. To his shoulders, cradle shock, he's gonna try and wrap up the legs. AJ fighting it off.
You can see AJ never stop moving those legs.
Yeah.
Here comes the smooth clash. But look at how Sabin goes to his knee.
Great defense here by Sabin, you're right. Drop down. Don't let him elevate you and take you up for the clash. AJ tries it again, but Sabin takes him back off the road.
Oh, wait a minute.
AJ's got him.
He's worked it. He's got it. He hits Styles clash. Rolls him over. He's got him in. Two. He
He's done it!
The winner of the match, the X Division champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Title belt remains with AJ. It's the championship of the X Division against the undefeated streak of Samoa Joe. December 11th at Turning Point. Wow! This week, the stars of the No Limits X Division in a four-way matchup, plus the Monster Abyss in action. And for the first time on Spike TV, Raven's House of Fun Weapons match. It's next on Impact.
Wrestling on Spike TV is X Division action. About to make his way to the ring, proudly representing his home country of Canada. He is the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams.
And we kick things off this week on Impact with the X Division in the spotlight. It's the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, former X Division champion and the master of the Canadian Destroyer.
Competitor number 2, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Austin Aries.
Here's another young man that has taken over the X Division by storm. Austin Aries, what a way to kick it off when you think about the quality of talent that is in that ring, and we're just getting started.
Competitor number 3, from Detroit, Michigan, he is Alex Shelley.
Well, check this out. Alex Shelley bringing a video camera and a tripod towards the ringside area and setting it up to the ring. You know, Don, we've talked about it, what a student of the game he is, how he loves to study videotapes from all around the world. Now he's taping his own matches.
And introducing from Hell, Michigan, he is Chris Sabin.
X Division champ. I mean, think about the talent that is in that ring. You've got Petey Williams, Chris Sabin, Austin Aries, Alex Shelley, who again has the camera set right up into the ring. I'll tell you what, if you want to get ahead, maybe that's how you do it. You tape the likes of these guys while you're wrestling them.
And Don, as you mentioned, 2 of these 4 competitors, former X Division champions in this 4-way matchup. It's the first pin or submission that's scored that will win you the bout. And of course, we saw you cross paths earlier today with Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe upcoming December 11 at Turning Point in the role of the challenger when he faces the reigning current X Division champ, the phenomenal AJ Styles. Look at this double dive. And Sabin connecting on Williams and Shelley respectively.
I'll tell you what, right through the ropes right there, and as you can see, Alex Shelley took a wild shot right in to the rail. Man, you mentioned that. Oh, man, there's another wicked shot as Austin Aries did. Oh, Sabin down a nice pin, too. So close, Mike. You can see what is on Samoa Joe's mind. You can read the AJ on the tape. Fist that he has, that's all he's concentrating on. And there's the pendulum.
Pendulum elbow. Quick cover by Aries, but only able to get barely a 2 count on the Team Canada captain, Petey Williams. No, you seem surprised, DW, when you ran into the legendary Hall of Famer, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Chicago's #1 baseball fan, by the way. TNA Impact returning to Spike TV on Thursday, December the 8th. Next Thursday, 10 p.m. It's a TNA Spike TV primetime special, and we're going to salute the World Series champions, the Chicago White Sox.
Well, you know, you mentioned it. I was surprised. I mean, when you're a color commentator and then you meet the greatest color commentator in the history of wrestling, it's going to kind of take you back a little bit. So I'm looking forward to finding out what's going to go on with the 2005 World Champion Chicago White Sox. Austin Aries on fire, Professor.
And Aries attempting to go high risk, cut off by Petey Williams. Aries going to go anyway with that big elbow off the top, connecting on the head of Alex Shelley.
And then lands right on his feet and right into the gut of Petey Williams.
Aries, oh, look at this, attempted the sunset flip. Petey Williams blocking, then drops the leg. Perfectly executed leg drop. Did you see that?
It's now all for one, one for all. First pin wins, so you're not going to see anybody match it up at this point.
Well, you're right. Every man for himself in this four-way X Division bout to kick off Impact on Spike TV. Now it's Shelley.
Oh,
man, what a kick! What a kick! It was almost a leg lariat, the full extension of the leg.
I'll tell you what,
he just connected with that move right on the button.
It's like he just added that to his repertoire. I mean, that's as high up as I've ever seen him get that big kick.
I mean, Don, we've talked about Alex Shelley for months and months. The countless hours of videotape study. You know, I've seen this in the past from other wrestlers where they study their own matches, but I've never seen someone as the repeated scissor stomps by Alex Shelley. I've never seen anyone set up their own camera on a tripod at ringside.
Well, I'll tell you what, anything that you can use to get yourself an edge, you can see the camera right there. And he's got it set up right in the middle of the ring. But you know what? If you're going to learn, you got to learn from the best. And if you're going to be the X Division, the best in the X Division, you got to learn from those. And when you got Aries and Petey Williams and Chris Sabin to film, you're learning from some of the best.
Boy, you're right. Anything to give you an edge in the highly competitive X Division. And now we're going to hear Petey Williams sing the Canadian national anthem.
Well, I'll tell you what, Aries is going to be singing soprano after that.
Well, Shelley and Williams both on the attack in the corner. I guess they are on the same page.
Well, it looks like in Shelley's mind they are.
Oh, he said, hit the bricks, get out of here.
Wow,
I'm the legal man.
I'll tell you what, not only moved by Petey Williams, you don't want to allow anybody in that ring because of pin and it's all over.
Well, you're right, Don. First pin, first submission, gains you the victory, and certainly you know that Larry Zbyszko, the championship committee, watching this matchup very intently when it comes to ranking the X Division wrestlers. Shelley in, drops the elbow on Aries. Here's the cover, 2 count only before Aries uses his leg strength to power out.
Alex Shelley's showing us a lot of different stuff right here. Obviously, he wants to tape himself doing these moves, see how accurate he's going to be hitting them. And you see right now, look at he's teasing Chris Sabin like he's trying to tag him in with Aries. But Aries smartly does it. And now Sabin's in the ring.
Sabin with the forearm shot for Williams. Wow. Tilt-a-whirl head scissors for Alex Shelley. Back kick right in the midsection of Williams. Going to take him up and hang him in the tree of woe in the corner.
I wish he could get up there and sing God Bless America or something. Kind of like, oh, I love that hesitation drop kick. He suspends in midair.
And then powers right into the face of Williams. Up to his shoulders, fires it right down to the mat. Sabin gonna go for the cover. Lateral press, 2, whoa!
I'll tell you what, Alex Shelley's getting some good stuff on video. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Then you'll learn how to avoid that in the future.
Both on the offensive and at this point on the defensive end of the matchup, and Shelley comes right back, brainbuster. He drops Sabin on his head.
Well, look at right there, you can see Petey Williams kind of returning one on Shelley, tapped himself in, and now Aries just cracks Shelley and sends him out on the concrete.
Shelley out of the arena floor, action in the ring with Aries and Williams, and Aries going to take Petey Williams up into the air, blocked the suplex attempt. Another try, blocked the second time by Williams.
Could he get it?
Canadian Destroyer.
He does! He nails the Canadian Destroyer! But wait a minute, you can see Sabin coming right after him. Could it be Mike?
Cradle shock on the way.
Nails it!
Dropped it.
1, 2, got it!
The winner of the match, Chris Sabin.
Well, we saw the Canadian Destroyer of Petey Williams, but Chris Sabin stole it with his own cradle shock. Let's take a look at the Morphoplex move of the night. Let's relive the moment.
Well, you can see this is right after the Canadian Destroyer. Sabin comes in, gets the cradle shock, and boom, it's all over for Petey Williams. Sabin gets the win.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is X Division action. About to make his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, a huge announcement from Larry Zbyszko of the championship committee just before we went to commercial break. #1 contenders tag team tournament to see who meets AMW for the gold and Against All Odds. And that kicks off tonight on Impact. Plus, it was last week on Impact. Zbyszko made it official at Against All Odds. X Division title is going to be at stake, and it's now a 3-way match.
I have been dreaming of this matchup since we last saw it. Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles, and Samoa Joe in the ring again. It was a match in my mind, and in many people's mind, was the match of the year in 2005. It's gonna be for the X Division gold. You've got two guys that have revenge on their minds, and AJ and Christopher Daniels against Joe. What a shot by AJ. But you've also got Joe trying to keep that unbeaten streak alive, and you've got the tension now between AJ and Christopher Daniels.
Great leg extension by the phenomenal AJ Styles. The drop kick directly into the face of 20-year-old Jay Lethal. Lethal gonna try and fight back from the apron, and gonna take AJ up and over. AJ fighting him off. Series of shots with the right hands directed. Oh, into the side of the... Oh! He took Lethal overhead, and he dropped Jay Lethal right on his back.
Oh, my God. Oh, look at him. You can hear him moaning in pain, and there he is. The Samoan submission machine with the bloody towel from Christopher Daniels around him.
Well, but did you see the other towel?
Oh, you know he's got a name for that one, and it's probably AJ Styles right there in the ring.
No question about that as AJ connects, driving his arm right into the chest of Lethal. Is he going to go for the clash? And pointing right at Samoa Joe, the X Division champion who's out on the ramp.
Samoa Joe. Here he goes. Is he going to get it? Oh, he gets to the ropes.
What a wild situation, Don. Earlier today, that press conference, Jarrett and Christian Cage, as we see Lethal connect off the ropes with the dropkick, pin, 2, whoa.
I'll tell you,
that thing was out of control.
Oh, it was started out good, and then it just, you knew it was going to go downhill with Jeff Jarrett's up there on the dais. But a lot happened. There's so much to even tell you. We'll give you as much of it as we can. But this match, attention level, you can't cut it with a knife.
Oh, you will see highlights of that wild press conference that was held earlier today, later in this broadcast. Could you believe Jarrett taking credit for the retirement of Sting?
Oh, not just that, the disrespect he showed some of the legends in this business and so much more. I'll tell you something, Christian Cage seems awful determined though, and against all odds.
Styles connects with the forearm shot. It rocked Jay Lethal. Check this out, double underhook, very unique way to get into the Styles clash. If he can hit it, this one's for you, Samoa Joe. He's looking directly at him.
He gave him the look, 1, 2, 3.
The winner of the match, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
It is one of 3 title matches in Against All Odds. Make your plans now to join us Sunday, February the 12th, when the phenomenal AJ Styles and the fallen angel Christopher Daniels will face, yes, Samoa Joe, the unbeaten Samoan submission machine, in a 3-way match for the X Division gold. This is mutual respect. This is the code of the X Division.
I think that's the message that AJ is trying to send to this man, Samoa Joe, that no matter about the business, he's got to take care of it against all odds. He handles his business in the ring with class.
He's got the clean towel for AJ and against all odds to Samoa Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a 3-way X Division match scheduled for one fall. Introducing participant number 1 from Detroit, Michigan,
the man with the paparazzi cam in a high-stakes international X Division competition, because the winner of this 3-way matchup not only gets a spot on Team TNA, the U.S. squad for the upcoming World X Cup, but it will also determine the U.S. representative tomorrow for the International X Showdown at Destination X on pay-per-view. More details as this matchup unfolds. There's the close-up look at the man behind the camera, Alex Shelley.
The second participant in this contest is from Bombay, India, Sanjay Dutt.
You know, you mentioned the importance of this match and everything that's at stake, but when I see Alex Shelley coming down that ramp with that camera, I still get the vision in my mind of Steve Morton looking into the camera and saying, I'm not coming as Sting, I'm coming as me, and I'll be there at Destination X.
And finally, from Hell, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
Yes, the victor, the winner of this 3-way X Division matchup, will gain a spot on Team TNA in the upcoming World X Cup. We already know one member of the team, 20-year-old Jay Lethal, recently qualifying to be a part of the TNA squad. But also the winner of this 3-way match will participate tomorrow at Destination X
in a four-way international X Division showdown. We have 3 people already in that matchup. Petey Williams representing the Canadians. We have the Durango Kid representing Team Mexico. And we have Puma from New Japan. Who's it going to be in the four-way tomorrow at Destination X? We're going to find out right here.
Well, you can see a little bit right here of Sanjay Dutt and Chris Sabin working together, but only one can win, so at some point, it's going to have to be all for one and one for all. And you can see the teamwork as it's working to their benefit. Oh, and that's what I'm talking. Chris Sabin just went right up there and nailed Sanjay Dutt in the head.
You just heard from Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko that neither man involved in the world's title match, and well, speak of the devil, there's Larry himself looking on, of course, the importance of this matchup as it relates to Team TNA. Neither Monty Brown nor Christian Cage allowed in the impact zone, less than 24 hours away from their world's heavyweight title matchup, but that's not going to stop us on Impact from tracking them down. We've got the satellites in place, Don, and we will be talking later in this Impact broadcast to both champion and challenger.
Well, we've got to find out their thoughts, especially when you realize that the NWA World Heavyweight Championship is on the line tomorrow night at Destination X. It'll be the first defense of his title by Christian Cage and Monty Brown, somebody who has wanted that title for a long time. It's going to be his opponent. We're going to hear from both of them later on in this program, and I want to hear what they both have to say.
In addition to that, also later in this Impact broadcast, I had a chance earlier today to sit down and talk to the former NWA champion, Jeff Jarrett. I'm going to ask the tough questions. I did earlier. You'll have the chance to see that upcoming. Jarrett's going to talk about the return of Sting. Steve Borden coming back to TNA. Quite honestly, a legend retired, but a man returns tomorrow at Destination X. Sanjay Dutt flung out to the arena floor.
Well, you saw how quickly this became one-on-one-on-one. As early on, Sanjay Dutt and Chris Sabin working together, but realizing how much is at stake here, you can't do it. And Alex Shelley, I think, has used the problems that have developed between Sabin and Dutt to his advantage, and now Alex Shelley has the advantage.
Big slam, powered him right down to the mat. The man behind the paparazzi cam. Alex Shelley mounts the corner, went frog splash, caught nothing but canvas.
High risk, no reward on that one, and Sanjay Dutt in there so quickly. I mean, you could barely even catch him on the camera. He's that fast, and look at him twist and turn. He misses, but he lands on his feet.
Great recovery in mid-move by Sanjay Dutt, but then he's elevated up into the corner. Sabin charges at, wow, quick roll up here by Sabin on Shelley, but it's blocked, not even a pin attempt. Oh, the Enziguri drilled him in the back of the head.
And right then, Sanjay Dutt nails the kick right. Oh, he turned him inside out. Alex Shelley. Whoa, man.
Come on, look it right here. You have no referee. Me, baby.
I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for this.
Referee Slick Johnson right in the face of Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko. What the hell was that all about? You have no referee.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen Slick in that place before trying to get something situated right there, and Larry Zbyszko was looking at him like he was crazy. Oh, man.
Spinning powerbomb. Oh! Just a 2 count for Sabin on Shelley because Sanjay broke it up and then drills Sabin with the knife edge chop. We've seen these two together many times in the past as a tag team, but they realize the importance of this matchup. They know what's at stake.
Sanjay, oh, and again he drills him, and Sabin used the momentum, and he does it again. Sabin, it's so nice to see him. He's doing so well on the ankle that it hurt him so bad. And you wonder if it's going to become a factor in this matchup, and so far it hasn't. But this thing right here has been dead equal all the way.
Sanjay crashes down the chest of Shelley, and oh no, just the 2 count. Winner of this matchup goes on to be a member of Team TNA and competes tomorrow at Destination X in our 4-way International X Division Showdown. Standing switch by Shelley. Series of elbows by Sanjay. Double him over with the boot and taking up into the air. Quick counter. Wow. Tombstone style pile driver. Saved by Sabin in time?
Just
yes,
barely.
Before the 3 count.
Just barely in time as you see him in the ring surrounded by what makes up Ultimate X. Oh, Alex Shelley's got it right there. And he's just got up in time to keep it from getting the... Oh, what a nice spin kick by Sabin. And another one, and another one.
Series of kicks. Gonna be cradle shock time. He's got the legs crossed and driven down. Count 1, 2,
Sabin done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Chris Sabin.
Tomorrow at Destination X,
Witness it on pay-per-view.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a 4-way International X match. The wrestler who scores the first pinfall or submission will be declared the winner. Introducing the participants first. Accompanied to the ring by A1 and representing Team Canada, Petey Williams.
He's the Team Canada captain, and you heard earlier in this Destination X pay-per-view broadcast from the coach Scott D'Amore that he wants Team Canada to be involved in the worst way in the upcoming World X Cup.
We always love what the World X Cup brings, the showcase of X Division talent all over the world. And Petey Williams is somebody that's familiar with that whole concept.
And remember, the Canadian Destroyer.
From Tokyo, Japan, and representing New Japan Pro Wrestling, Puma!
He is 21 years of age. He's been wrestling since he was 15, a 6-year pro. The masked man from the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo in both Tokyo and in Los Angeles. Puma makes his way to the ring, yes, representing our sister promotion, our associates in the Orient, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
The third participant, representing India, Sanjay Dutt.
The original player from the Himalaya. From Bombay to TNA, here comes Sanjay.
Let's go. You're a poet. You didn't even know that you won one. Sanjay Dutt, one of those guys that is so exciting every time you see him in the ring because he can do a little bit of everything.
We're 3/4 of the way home. Here's the fourth man.
And finally, from Hill, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
I love this international flavor. It's also what separates TNA from a lot of the other wrestling companies, if you think about it. The fact that we don't have any limits in the X Division and no limits when it comes to bringing in the top stars from all around the world. Put them on display in TNA. Let's find out who the best country is, who the best man is, and this is a little bit of a preview. What we've got in store for you upcoming in the months of April and May, the World X Cup.
Oh, I love the World X Cup. There's another interesting dichotomy going on in this match right here with Sanjay Dutt and Chris Sabin, two very good friends, two people that have worked together in the past.
Tag team partners.
Absolutely. And I mean, we saw them almost take AMW to the limit, almost win the tag title.
Yeah, Against All Odds last month.
But this is a situation with these two that because of this International X Cup, they have been forced to go against each other now for the second time here in just a short period. And it's interesting to see these two have to wrestle against each other.
Backslide by Sanjay Dutt on the masked man Puma. Oh, great quick arm drag. Look at this roll up. Look how quick. Wow.
Nice reversal right there. Nice counter by Sanjay to also get a shot at it. Look at the speed, back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, man. They had that baby going about 120 miles an hour, didn't they?
Oh, Sanjay Dutt is maybe the fastest wrestler I think I've ever seen in TNA, and we just saw Puma out there taking it stride for stride.
You see the blind tag from outside? Team Canada captain Petey Williams slapped the back of Sanjay Dutt. I mean, it's something you got to be aware of. You get too close to one of the 6 sides of the ring where there's another wrestler outside, they're going to tag in so that they can be a part of this.
Well, that's the kind of match this is. You're forced sometimes to kind of play a little backhanded.
You've got to.
You can't afford to let somebody get a pin and get the win. You've got to jump in there sometimes and break it up. I mean, it's a whole different style of wrestling. You've got to have eyes in the back of your head, and you cannot for 1 minute take your eye off the ball.
You're looking at 2 former X Division champions in Chris Sabin. Oh, man, and Petey Williams caught him with that arm drag. Going to shoot him quickly off into the ropes. What agility.
Oh, look at this athletic ability out there in the ring.
Poetry in motion. Arm drag sends him to the corner, but wow, Petey Williams gets both boots up right into Sabin's face. Missed him with the splash attempt. Cross body block didn't connect. Springboard drop kick on target.
Wow, this is just what the X Division personifies right here. This sportsmanship, this athletic ability. And you know, I want to mention something about Petey Williams. We talked earlier about Bobby Roode and how great he could be if under the right tutelage. Petey Williams is the same way. I think about him away from Scott D'Amore, and I think this is one of the greatest X Division champions we ever had. It's just that association that he has that brings him down in our book.
And how about the Canadian Destroyer?
Oh,
the move that, in my opinion, separates Petey Williams from everybody else in the X Division. The roll-up on Sabin. You talked about saving yourself. That's exactly what happened there. Sanjay in. Puma side roll.
Puma got it.
All 4 men in the battle because they know what's at stake here. First pin, first submission, gains them the win. Sabin, wow, almost took down all 3 men with 1 move. Roll up, roll.
Oh, what a kick right there by Sanjay, right into the jaw. Again, that's where they're forced to have to go against each other, but they understand this. They understand the competitive nature of a match like this.
A1 circles the ringside area, gives the Canadians that edge at all times as Sanjay snaps off the suplex. Quick pin attempt on Sabin. You can see Sabin favoring his back after he came crashing down, courtesy of the overhead move by Sanjay Dutt.
One thing you always got to remember with Team Canada, they always try to find a way to get an edge. They always try to find a way to be one up on you. And you'll notice that A1 is out there with Petey Williams, and that's why Team Canada always makes sure they got a backup plan. If at any point in time referee Slick Johnson is turned away, look for A1 to try to cause some damage.
Check this out. Double underhook style submission hold. Now the legs, legs hooked as well. Rolls over the shoulders of Sabin, are down for a 2 count as Puma almost put him away. Quickly back up to his feet. Sabin just rushed him right into the corner. From outside, Petey Williams with another blind tag and puts the boots in. Wow, to Puma. Tag was in. I guess he touched the back of Chris Sabin, and now Petey Williams is legal.
Well, you saw Chris Sabin look at the referee and point like, you know, kind of like the guy that said I didn't foul. Kind of going, look what he did. How can he get away with that? But hey, you get over there in that corner, you see he goes for the pin. It's a smart move to do. You can't win unless you're in the ring, and it was a smart move by Petey Williams.
Puma back up to his feet. Reels off a series of shots. Right edge chops right into the chest of Petey Williams, but a smart move.
Just took him down.
Captain just drilled him with the drop kick in the knee.
That's such a devastating move. You nail the knees like that. You send him going the other direction. And look at this. He's got that ankle placed right there with the ropes, but Sanjay Dutt does the blind tag that time, and he gets himself in there.
Good. Petey Williams did it 2 times. Turnabout fair play, gets Sanjay in as the legal man. Gonna spring back.
How smooth. How
hit
smooth
the
was that?
cover. No, 2 count only.
And these guys are athletes. Again, you can see A1 looming in the background back there. I don't trust him for a second. Oh, nice kick to the face right there again by Sanjay.
Drilled him with the drop kick. Goes for the lateral press, but Puma rolls the shoulder at 2. Right back up to his feet. Puma, while Sanjay, variation of the headlock there, the cravat move. Boom, but it's reversed in a great bolo-like forearm shot by Puma. Drops Sanjay Dutt. Tag in Petey Williams. Drop kick right between the shoulder blades.
Now, that was one of those moves, and hopefully it won't cost Puma, where he had to get himself out of there. He got kicked in the face. Obviously, he was dizzy, and he actually went over to Petey Williams to get the tag. And that's one advantage you do have. But it can also be something that can go against you if somebody gets the pin.
Sanjay hooked in the corner. Sabin now legal.
Oh, man, I love that hesitation drop kick. It's like he's just suspended in the air.
Gonna pull him back into the middle of the ring.
1,
Here's the cover.
2.
Here's 2. Nope. Yes, they were tag team
Look at
partners.
this.
They were tag team partners.
Oh, he just stops in midair and then nails him. What a shot. What a move by Sabin. And now to the back of the head.
Caught him with another kick. And another cover and another 2 count for Sabin on Sanjay. Got him neutralized here. Great positioning for Chris Sabin. Slows down the action. Gonna work on the lower back and the arms of Sanjay Dutt. Surfboard submission hold applied. Referee Slick Johnson checking to see if Sanjay gonna be able to fight through that pain.
Look at it, he's even using his head right there, kind of to get some leverage, but Sanjay turning it into his favor, and look at this. Now he's got it, and now the arms are backwards for Sabin, and now he puts him down to the mat and puts that knee right there into the back.
Sabin now, his chance to try and fight through that pain that we just saw earlier from Sanjay. Mirror images of these 2 men, yes, who were tag team partners last month at Against All Odds, but in this every man for himself 4-way international X Division matchup, you see that, yeah, their opponents this month's at Destination X. Pin attempt here, Sanjay just another 2 count on Sabin. Look out.
Oh, right into the turnbuckles right there, Mike. Sanjay Dutt, now this is his chance to get Sabin reeling, and oh man, just a knife edge chop, and you can hear it all the way through the building. Oh, goes right up into him and puts that hip right into the stomach.
Flying hip attack into the chest of Sabin. Tag in, Puma now legal.
Well, Puma, oh, what a kick right there. And caught him from behind and just cut him down like a tree. And now Puma, he was able to get out of the ring earlier, catch his breath. Smart move. It didn't hurt him on that move earlier on. Oh, nice kick to the back.
Off the drop kick. Here's the pin attempt. Puma cover. Near fall on Sabin. Puma's inspiration for professional wrestling. The original Tiger Mask from New Japan Pro Wrestling, Satoru Sayama. He tries to mirror many of the offensive moves that Tiger Mask, who really revolutionized the sport of professional wrestling back in the 1980s. I mean, Tiger Mask was X Division before anybody even thought about the X Division, and Sabin just drilled him with a chop.
Class was in session right there with the professor, ladies and gentlemen.
Petey Williams on the offensive, the series of shots, and Sabin face first into the corner, and look at Petey put the boots right into the gut.
Just one shot right after another, and that's what you got to do. These two know each other so well. You mentioned it earlier. These two former X Division champions, both training in the same area.
That's
now the old Canada right there. And then what that does, though, is he applies that pressure right there in that groin area. And I mean, the excruciating pain, you can see it on the face of Chris Sabin. That'll take the air right out of you.
Don, you just made a great point. And it's something that, you know, we often point out when you see Sabin and Petey Williams in the ring at the same time. You mentioned that they trained for professional wrestling at the same time, at the same school. They obviously, their careers have gone in divergent paths ever since that. But what they have in the back of their minds is the hours and hours of training that they had together, so they know each other's moves inside out.
Chris Sabin trying to fight to his feet. Nice elbow right there, and then one right after another. You just got to do that to break the hold, and that's what it did, and it worked.
Mid-ring exchange. Let's see who gets the better of it with these forearm shots.
Oh,
swinging
Puma
his by Sabin.
tag.
Yeah, Puma in. He's now legal. Should be Puma and Petey Williams. I don't know if referee Slick Johnson saw the tag or not. Yeah, Puma's in. Oh, elevation. Sabin headed up to the apron. Petey Williams just dropped him down to the floor.
Here comes Petey, go right over the top. Oh, he catches him and then nails a hurricane roll on him right there on the back, right in front of the ring. What an athlete. I'll give that to him. This guy is a phenomenal athlete.
Look out, Puma!
Oh, Puma catches both of them.
Oh, you got to keep your eyes on Sanjay.
Wait a minute, Sanjay, is he going to fly? Oh, wait, Puma come in to cut him off, and he cut him off at the pass.
Just drilled him and decked him with the clothesline.
Look at this. Here comes Puma. Watch how he hits both of them. Right on the shoulders, and it'll cause their heads to collide.
2 for the price of 1. Back live. It's Sabin and Puma.
Oh, he's caught.
Like Spider-Man.
Look at that. What a move.
Like Spider-Man, he just hooked the ropes. Sabin, the look on his face, you can...
Oh, he suicide dives, though he misses Puma, but he catches the Canadian Destroyer right in the head. Oh, man, what a strike.
Look out. Here comes Puma.
Again. Oh, again, he does a little acrobat. Oh, but he forgot about Sanjay Dutt.
Turned his back on Sanjay. Got caught with that drop kick, and now Sanjay, oh my, hit it to the top floor. Look out below.
Oh, what a beautiful moonsault, and he even landed on his feet.
I'm just gonna say that. That was one hell of a landing.
Everybody's out. Look at this. Look how smooth he glides through the air and takes out all 3 of them.
Yeah, with the greatest of ease until he came crashing down into all 3 opponents. Sabin tossed back in. Sanjay can feel it. Oh, but he's hooked from outside. Puma just dragged him right down to the floor. Now it's Puma's opportunity.
Oh, wait a minute.
Cradle shock.
But he fights out of it.
Oh, it was so close. Didn't get both legs of Puma hook. Swing
kick to the back of the head by Puma. How impressive has he been? He shows he belongs.
Side Russian leg sweep by Williams on Puma, but he got drilled in the back. Sanjay cut it with the enziguri. What a kick in the face by Sabin.
What a match. What a match. You talk about international X Division action.
And it's
baby, you got what you paid for right there. Man alive.
Yep, it is awesome. What a brainbuster
back.
Yeah, just snapped off. The suplex.
Oh, beautiful hurricanrana snap by Sanjay.
They're tearing it up in this great four-way. Spinning neckbreaker by Dot on Sabin. Sanjay taken overhead by Petey Williams.
Oh, the action just doesn't stop, and look at that move by Petey Williams right there. As he's got it, oh, look at him pulling it, he's going for the sharpshooter.
And he's got him settled in the middle of the ring with the move. Submission hold applied.
Puma's gonna tap out, he's looking at
try and get to the rope.
Oh, he won't let him, he pulls him back in the middle.
Gonna submit here, gonna tap out, no. Saved by Sanjay, and that's a smart move. We pointed it out all during this matchup. It keeps him alive.
Well, he had to. I mean, you could see when Petey pulled him back in the middle that eventually Puma was going to tap out. Sanjay Dutt telegraphed it there, though. Oh, man.
Great.
Paid for it.
It sure was. Great DDT. Oh, he's going to go for the destroyer. He's going to reel him in. That's usually the sign.
He's got him. Put him in. Here he goes. Oh, wait a minute, Sanjay. He's countering it. Sanjay's countering it.
Great move.
Oh, right on his head.
Count 1, 2. Saved by Sabin.
Just in time. Woo. Just in time.
And now the former tag partners look at each other. They come face to face and they exchange chops.
Well, after the action they've gone through, it's all about the competitiveness of this match, and they all want, oh, look at the power of Sabin.
Take him up again.
Oh, another one.
Spinning powerbomb.
1, 2. Puma cuts it off just in time.
Woo!
Wow. Catch your breath.
There goes Sabin, swinging a miss with the clothesline.
Oh, he's gonna get. Could he set him up for the cradle shot? No.
Up, reversal. Puma, look at those knees. Caught him with that one and double underhook. Oh, took him overhead.
Great counter by Puma.
Pin.
1, 2. Oh, Sanjay done again in the split second. That would have been over.
They've been so close to victory on so many occasions. But the saves at the last split second keep all four men alive. Sanjay lands on his feet. There goes Puma.
Oh, Petey Williams just sends him out. No, he turned around a little too nonchalantly. Sanjay Dutt maybe was going to go for the Canadian Destroyer, it looked like.
Instead, oh man, Petey Williams dropped him down throat first on that top steel cable. Here comes that sick flip pile driver.
He hits it. He hits it.
God, he's swinging on his head. They know each other so well.
Another Canadian Destroyer, but here comes Puma. What a shot by Puma. Oh, what a kick. What an enziguri. Now he's got the cradle shot.
Now say it.
Can he hit it?
He's up.
Bam.
Cover.
Can he hit it? 2, die. What a man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Chris Sabin.
Separates TNA from everybody else, from every other wrestling promotion. You just witnessed
the last 20 minutes separates them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest at TNA Lockdown is the X Division Escape Match. 6 men will begin in the 6 sides of steel. Wrestlers are eliminated by pinfall or submission until 2 wrestlers remain, at which point escape rules go into effect, and the first competitor to go over the top of the cage and reach the floor will be declared the winner. Introducing the first participant, accompanied by Simon Diamond, and representing the Diamonds in the Rough, from Atlanta, Georgia, Primetime, Elix Skipper.
One thing we know, Primetime Elix Skipper, very comfortable with the 6 sides of steel.
I'll never forget that moment as long as I live. The hurricanrana that he did off the top of that steel cage.
After he walked the top of the cage.
Right.
Wow.
The second participant representing Team Canada and accompanied to the ring by Coach Tim Moore, Petey Williams.
You heard the announcement for the rules of this X Division Escape match. It's pinfall or submission until we get to the final 2 competitors, and then you win it by escaping the cage. Making your way over the top of the cage down to the arena floor. What about Petey Williams having Scott D'Amore at ringside and Primetime Elix Skipper having his boss, his leader, Simon Diamond on the floor? Is that going to give him advantage? I guess we're going to find out.
Making his way to the ring, the third competitor from Mexico, Booba!
He really opened up some eyes, Don, to say the least, last month on pay-per-view. This kid is 21 years of age, already a professional for 6 years. Yes, he's a part of Team Mexico because of his background, his Hispanic background. He's trained with the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo. To me, that gives him a huge advantage once we get to the World X Cup when Mexico faces Japan.
From Nashville, Tennessee, the next man in the escape match, Stevens!
Here's a man right here that's been trying to find himself because he seems to be finding himself without his partner after we saw what Big Papa Pump did to his partner of the Nationals, Andy Douglas. This is a chance for him to establish himself and become a big primetime member in the X Division.
From the deep blue sea, he is Shark Boy!
Yeah, the entrance of the cult favorite here in the Impact Zone at Lockdown. The masked Shark Boy, we just talked about Andy Douglas, put on the shelf by Scott Steiner. Just saw Big Papa Pump in that interview. Biggest arms, shortest fuse.
And finally, from Hill, Michigan, he is the captain of Team USA, Chris Sabin!
World X Cup kicks off first round this Thursday on Impact Fight TV. And here's the captain of Team USA, Chris Sabin, one of the 6 competitors in the X Division Escape at Lockdown.
This is going to be a unique format. Again, it's going to be pin or submission till you get down to the final 2. And then it's the first man that can make his way out of that steel cage, have his feet hit the floor, and that's what makes you the winner.
Did you happen to see in that shot the camera panned around ringside? Scott D'Amore, the boss of Team Canada, and Simon Diamond, the leader of the Diamonds in the Rough, looking awful chummy at ringside.
A little too friendly for my sake. I mean, that's...
What was that about?
I don't know, but the good thing is they're on that side of the cage. That's the beauty of it. They can go be chummy all they want and hang out all they want, but they can't interfere from that side of it out there.
Talk about a situation where the referee has his hands full. Senior official Rudy Charles going to check out this match involving these 6 X Division competitors. The Team Canada captain, Petey Williams, to kick it off for Shark Boy. Quick face lock by Williams. Shark Boy with a nice reversal into the hammerlock.
This is going to be a very unique situation where you really do want to stay out of that match until you get down to the 2, because you can't get pinned, of course, or submitted if you're not legal and in the ring. But as always, when you get this many guys and this much talent in that small of a space, things tend to break down. Oh, what's Scott D'Amore doing over here?
Oh, really?
Skipper, Williams, it comes down to the 2 of them, and then they settle it mano a mano. That's the way we're going to do it. Like gentlemen, just like in the old country.
Well, I saw that you were getting pretty chummy with him. I figured you were working on some kind of strategy or game plan. All right.
He's from Jersey.
Yeah, take a hike, Canadian bacon.
Hey, here, have a mint.
Man, what was he?
You heard what he just said, though, that he's got a deal worked out with Simon Diamond.
Well, keep an eye right now then on even Skipper and Petey Williams, because obviously the 2 of them are going to be working together. I didn't think they could interfere from outside the cage, but I guess they have, in a way, so to speak. They've able to...
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what they've done.
And this is the type of match where if you can find a partner to get down to the final 2, it would definitely be an advantage.
The shark fight in the corner from Shark Boy to the head of Petey Williams. From the middle rope, you're gonna go DSD this early, Dead Sea drop, blocked by Petey Williams by raking the eyes. Put his fingers right in the eye holes of the mask of Shark Boy.
Well, you mentioned Puma the last time we saw him on pay-per-view, and this guy is so talented. Another one of these young superstars, but he was so impressive, but that time he went right into the drop kick by Shark Boy.
I just love the move by Team Mexico to add Puma to the squad. Snaps off that head scissors to Shark Boy. I mean, Puma spent several years training at the New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo in Los Angeles. Gives him a huge edge when you see matchups involving Mexico and Japan when we kick off the World X Cup first round this Thursday on Impact. Backdrop suplex by Puma, putting the boots to Shark Boy, while you see that camera shot over the shoulder of D'Amore and, yes, Simon Diamond at ringside. Puma up on top.
Oh, nice shot by Shark Boy, just chopping the leg off right there at the base. And that brought him down to the ropes.
Great drop kick by Shark Boy, takes Puma down to the top turnbuckle. Sharky now gonna climb the corner.
Oh, he hits it with the hurricanrana like that. Something you don't see from Shark Boy very often, but it hit perfectly.
Shark Boy wants to prove to everybody that he can go high risk with the best of the X division. Missile drop kick off the top.
Well, he's been all offensive here from the very beginning, and you see Puma getting in there, getting the tag at primetime Elix Skipper, and keep your eye on him. Like I said, especially when him and Petey Williams are out there at the same time. Nice spin kick.
The martial arts background that primetime Elix Skipper brings to professional wrestling. Some 7 years before he even broke into the mat game, Primetime studied the martial arts, and you'll see him use those talented feet. Swinging a miss with the clothesline. Shark Boy off. Primetime going to try and elevate him up.
Shark Boy,
oh, Bulldog. Shark Boy that time using the cage, springing back, grabbing onto the head, driving him down with the Bulldog. Here's the pin and a 2 count on Elix Skipper.
You see Shark Boy looking up right there thinking, that was close, that was almost 3, but it just wasn't quite enough. And Elix Skipper, you could just look at him and know what kind of condition he's in, what kind of shape he's in. And again, a man who knows his way around this cage, which gives him a big advantage. What a nice move right there. Kind of, was it like a scissors?
Like a headstand on the top turnbuckle, then drops down with the leg drop across the neck as you see the 2 pals at ringside, D'Amore and Diamond.
Oh, and they're just too chummy. Just too chummy for my sake. And you can see Shark Boy, though, being aggressive, going up top there. And that's what I'm talking about. He pushed his face right into that cage. And then he takes him back, and Shark Boy, nice shot right there on primetime Elix Skipper.
Almost a variation that time of a Russian leg sweep style move from the top rope, driving primetime back down to the canvas. Shark Boy has been in here, Don, from the opening bell.
Yeah, he needs to get a tag in, because all this he's going to do is wear him out when the other people get in.
That's the key.
And Shark Boy in trouble now. You saw what Elix did. Oh! Canadian Destroyer! Oh, he's done! He's done!
First man out is Shark Boy, first elimination.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, the buddy system working to perfection there, because Petey Williams, D'Amore's charge, hit that Canadian Destroyer. What a 6-foot pile driver that baby is.
Well, that just shows you it's, oh, nice kick right there. Sabin is fired up. I mean, he wasn't in, he's now in, he's aggressive, and he knows, and he saw what Petey Williams did with that Canadian Destroyer. The captain of Team USA, oh, but he goes right into the unforgiving steel.
Yeah, against one of his fiercest rivals.
Oh, what a
Canada's Petey Williams drives him down headfirst, DDT style, lateral press for just the 2 count. Think back to the history between these 2 men in the ring. Petey Williams, now he's got Sabin necktied. Don, they trained together for professional wrestling for several years. It was only after both of them broke into the sport that they went their separate ways. Petey Williams aligning himself with Team Canada. Chris Sabin from Hell, Michigan, representing Team USA as the captain. Series of elbow shots by Sabin. Williams off the ropes, telegraph on the back body. It hurt Sabin momentarily, then he came through, caught the ends of Geary, now Chase Stevenson with the right hand.
That was one of those, I think, where he took one to give one. And Chase Stevens right now, probably the freshest man of all of them. And there you see Puma misses. Stevens just set him up.
Down to 5 with the elimination of Shark Boy. Remember, pinfall or submission until the final 2. Then you escape the cage. Flying forearm shot by Chase Stevens. Oh, but he turned right around. Petey gonna go Destroyer again.
Oh, this time I think the strength of Chase Stevens. He used it to his advantage, and you can see the look right there on Simon Diamond's face.
Not sufficiently weakened, I think, the story.
Oh, sudden death!
Primetime hits the sudden death on Puma. Sabin and Skipper.
Oh, we knew it was going to break down. We knew it was going to. You can't keep these guys bottled in. And then it broke down, and I'd hate to be a referee in a situation like this. All of them right now down. I don't even know who's legal. Oh, look at this. Chase going up top. Now remember, escaping won't do him any good from up there.
Chase Stevens headed to the top. You're right. It's not about escaping the cage.
He's wanting to take somebody out. That's what he's wanting to do.
Climbing to the top of the 6 sides of steel. Puma and Primetime exchange blows.
You can see right there Puma going up top to stop him from coming back in.
Stevens fights him off, caught him with a series of boots. Four-man in the ring. Chase Stevens still alive in this match.
Look at this. He's steady. Oh, no. This is crazy.
Oh, no.
Way.
Not from the top.
No way.
My God, look how high up.
No way. Oh, my gosh. He landed straight. It looked like on his face. That was unreal. Unreal. Here's a man who broke his neck not too long ago. Look at this. Oh.
Did you see that landing?
The guys looked up and saw him at the last minute, got out of the way.
That's the key.
And
the other four moves first. The other four wrestlers move. We got to see this again.
This. Oh. You know what may have saved his life? His legs caught Petey Williams.
He's going to go for a pin.
Oh, so close. How is he even moving?
I don't know. Now the pin attempt by Stevens. He matrixed out.
But nice kick, Chase Stevens. Wow.
How do you come back and mount an offensive like this?
Oh, God. Caught him right there.
Dropped him on his head.
No.
What?
He got out. Did he get him?
I think he got him. D'Amore and Diamond. Yeah, he did get the 3 count.
Chase Stevens counted out. Wow. On all the excitement there, I thought I saw 2, but you're right. He got the 3 count on that. Oh, man, I hate to see Chase after doing one of the most daring things
I can't even get over that.
Seen.
Well, the highest high-risk moves we've ever witnessed in TNA, and boy, that's saying a mouthful, as Chase Stevens, the cage door opens, and he just dropped out to the arena floor. What a drop kick, a dual drop kick by Sabin, 1 leg for Williams, 1 leg for Puma.
Oh,
Skipper powers him down.
Look at this, wait a minute, Petey Williams just pinned Elix Skipper.
Really?
Petey Williams.
What happened?
Look at this.
What happened to the deal?
I don't know. Did you just see the look right there on Simon Diamond? He can't believe it. Oh, look at when you show Simon Diamond and Scott D'Amore right there. You can see Diamond is mad. He wants to fight.
Would you say no honor among thieves?
Oh, you can't. Oh! Puma just kicked Elix Skipper right on top of Simon Diamond.
Puma double leg. Gonna try and roll through now on Petey Williams. No, Puma springs off the rope. Missed with the clothesline. Power bomb down. Pin. Gonna take him up. Thought he was gonna go for the pin out of the power bomb.
Oh, right into Chris Sabin. Could it be the cradle shot?
Yes, it is.
Pin. 1, 2, done.
Down to the final 2.
Has been eliminated.
Oh, isn't it fitting that it is these two that have come together for so long, took separate paths, 2 that have faced each other in the X Division so many times.
Now remember, we're down to the final 2. It's no longer about pinfall or submission. It's about escaping the cage and the X Division escape.
Oh, Petey Williams going right for it. Chris Sabin realizes it. That's just it. It's going to be about speed right now. When you get a chance, you get the advantage, and you've got to go all the way to the top, and here he goes. Can he make it?
Headed up the top, Petey Williams, no, pulls him back down by the trunks.
They're both right there using the ropes there to balance themselves. If one of them can get the other one to fall back, this could be the advantage. Look at this. Oh, Petey holding on, though, to the steel cage.
Sabin tried the sunset flip off the ropes. Oh, Petey dropped down instead. Did you see that leg drop?
Right on his face. You can see it right there. Sabin grabbing the back of his head as it snapped it back.
Referee Rudy Charles has exited the 6 sides of steel. The official is down on the arena floor because it's not about pinfalls or submission. Escape the cage to win. Williams shot up into the corner. Oh. Sabin boot caught him right in the face.
Just face washed him right there. I mean, absolutely raked it right across the face. Chris Sabin right now set him up for something. Oh, could he be doing that special hesitation drop kick? I love this thing if he can hit it.
Oh, here it comes with Petey Williams hooked in the corner.
Oh, he nails it dead on.
It's like he just hangs in midair.
And this is his chance.
Powers with both legs, and now Sabin gonna try and escape the cage. Petey Williams in trouble. Sabin headed down the backside of the cage. Here he comes. Drop down to the floor and win it.
Petey Williams right here, trying to fire up to the top. Wait a minute!
Keep your eyes.
Wait a minute! Scott D'Amore stopping him! Come on! Scott D'Amore trying to keep him from it.
No!
And now Petey Williams working his way down.
D'Amore's got the legs of Sabin, hook, while his man Petey Williams, and now both of them halfway down the cage. Sabin with chops. Petey face first into the cage. Drop down to the floor.
Right in it, and he lands! He lands on top of the floor! And Chris Sabin's able to hit the floor! Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Chris Sabin!
How about that? They outsmarted Canadian Bacon himself.
Look at the look right there on Damore's face as he got in the way. That big load got his big butt right in the way. And Petey Williams landed on his shoulders. That kept him from hitting the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a World X Cup Tag Team Contest. It is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1, they represent Team Japan, Hiroko Goto and Minoru.
Oh, we got to see these guys at Lockdown when they beat Team USA. It was a hard-fought matchup, but you've got to give Team Japan credit because they showed everybody just how talented they were. Minoru, Black Tiger, and Goto, and we're going to see right here in action Minoru and Goto, and this is going to be a special kind of a matchup. But Team Japan awful impressive at Lockdown.
And remember, 2 points goes to the winning team in this first round matchup of the World X Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing their opponents representing Team USA, Alex Shelley and Sanjay Dutt.
It is time to kick off the World X Cup. Yes, teams from all over the globe headed to TNA to compete. We're talking about Team Mexico, Team Canada, and to kick it off, Team Japan and Team USA.
I'll tell you something, Mike, at Lockdown, and again, I still tell everybody, go to TNAWrestling.com. Find when a replay is showing, because you're absolutely going to be blown away by what you saw. And what you saw in the very first match of Lockdown was Team USA against Team Japan, and you saw these 4 guys in the ring. They were also joined by Black Tiger, and they were also joined by Jay Lethal, who will be taking on Samoa Joe for the X Division title later on tonight. But what we saw was how competitive and how determined people are from other countries to show the world how good they are in the X Division.
You know, I was hoping to get a nice camera shot of the beautiful trophy that will go to the winning team for the World X Cup.
Go to Canada,
you know what? I'm afraid that camera shot's going to be spoiled because look who's joined us at the broadcast position.
Listen here, Dome there, and old big
don't
head.
worry about that. It's the coach, Scott D'Amore of Team Canada. Well, I guess we're going to get some real insight into the World X Cup from you.
Well, first of all, just want to let you know, I've retooled my Team Canada. Bobby Roode, A1, greatest athletes in the world, not truly X Division competitors. So in addition to Eric Young and the captain, Petey Williams, out here doing some scouting and taking some notes, I've added 2 of Canada's finest. Johnny Devine returning to action here in TNA, and making his debut, Tyson Dukes, the Dancing Fool. We're going to rock this World X Cup wild.
Well, obviously, Team Canada needs to do something after what happened at Lockdown and all the embarrassment.
You know what? Don't even talk about that.
Oh, come on. Hey, that was a long night for you at Lockdown. You got it, Nick.
Boy, I'll tell you what. I hate to give credit to an American, but this Alex Shelley, he's solid. Sanjay Dutt, not really in his league. But I'll tell you, what is Chris Sabin thinking, him and Jerry Lynn? They're so smart. Why would you have Shelley in there when it's obvious Dutt has some type of issue with Shelley?
Yeah, you watching this now?
Despite the fact that Shelley's the one who carries all of Team USA. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't even have a chance. Not that they really do, because we're taking the whole thing.
Opening minutes of this matchup, and Shelley and Dutt working as a cohesive unit.
Minutes in this matchup.
I tell you what, let's talk about that anthem match.
I don't want, no. That's in the past. We're talking
what a move there by Minoru right there. And then just in time, Sanjay Dutt to break it up before Alex Shelley tapped out. I do want to say something. You brought up a good point, though, about Alex Shelley. I was so impressed at Lockdown at how Alex Shelley seemed to have changed his ways and really worked together as a team with the rest of Team USA. And after hanging out with you for so long, I didn't think that was going to be possible.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, look at this. Do you really think Team USA, when they can't even get along, come on, you really think they're going to keep getting along? Are they going to beat the former IWGP Tag Team Champions? Not a chance. Minoru, Goto, come on, they're way out of the league of the Americans.
Are you kidding?
Unbelievable. The way that these Japanese wrestlers can go.
But I mean, you had to be impressed with Team Japan when they won that 6 sides of steel cage match against Team USA at Lockdown. Sort of a preview to the World X Cup, and this is the first match in the first round.
I was so impressed right there, as you see right there, Hiroki Goto. I was so impressed with Goto. I was so impressed with Minoru and the way that they work together. I've got to admit, teams all over the world, like Team Japan, know how important this World X Cup trophy is, and they want to come over here and show it.
You mentioned Chris Sabin earlier, and of course Chris Sabin, yes, he's the captain of Team USA, and when you factor in the experience of the former captain of Team USA, Jerry Lynn, and you know Jerry Lynn is there in the ear of Chris Sabin, scouting the other teams and giving him information, I think Team USA has to be one of the favorites.
Oh, give me a break. That's a blind leading the blind. You think that's brain trust? You take that combined energy, and as a great Bobby Heenan would say, they couldn't harness enough energy to blow their nose. Give me a break. Jerry Lynn's gonna give guidance to Chris Sabin. One's an idiot, the other's a fool.
Check out Minoru, taken down from the top by Shelley. Goto immediately charges into the ring, and Goto and Shelley up in no man's land. Shelley able to knock Goto down to the canvas, and he goes air.
Oh, what a shot right to the chest of Goto! Wow! You can see Alex Shelley, and that's the Alex Shelley we're going to have to see if the USA is going to win this World Cup title.
Well, I'll tell you, Shelley's great, but Dut's not going to be able to carry his load. Team Japan's going to be victorious here.
Over the course of the next several weeks here on Spike TV on Impact, you will see this ongoing World X Cup tournament as we see Sanjay hit the leg drop in for the pin, Minoru win to break it up. Finals go down, Sacrifice on pay-per-view May the 14th, and of course the Team Japan captain, Jushin Thunder Liger. Yes, he's headed to the U.S. to be a part of this World X Cup.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll shake Liger's hand. He's a great athlete. I'll shake his hand right after Canada wins the cup. Oh!
Double drop kick by Sanjay Dutt.
Oh! How about a super kick from Shelley? And he just rocked Goto. Did Dutt. Shelley takes up Minoru.
Sanjay hits it with a leg drop. Here we go. Look at this teamwork by Team USA.
I gotta admit, I'm shocked that Shelley and Dutt been able to work like this. It's not gonna last through the tournament, though.
Petey, you getting all this on your notes?
Sanjay springs off the middle rope, presses down on Goto.
Oh, he breaks it up.
Make a note of that, Petey. They're really quick on breaking up those pinfalls.
Minoru with the drop kick. That sends Shelley out to the floor. Attention turned to Sanjay Dutt.
Oh, this is where it is. Dutt's isolated. He's in trouble now.
Oh, Goto nails him with the drop kick on the top ropes here, and Team Japan has the momentum, Mike.
Missile drop kick by Goto. The 3-year pro takes him up and over. What a backdrop suplex. Pin, 2,
just that time he got the shoulder up.
Barely rolled the shoulder before the 3 count.
I'll tell you what, this Team Japan's impressive. Petey makes some notes. We're gonna have to be ready for them. They're gonna be soft.
Goto gonna take that up into the air and powers him down to the canvas again. Leg hook, pin, no, broken up by Shelley.
Split second, he got that by a split second, but you talked about Goto at Lockdown, Mike, and you are right, he is so impressive for such a young superstar.
And Zagiri drilled him in the back of the head, ready for a little sliced bread. He caught him with the Shirinu. Sanjay, pin, 2, they got it. The U.S. gets a win.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, Alex Shelley and Sanjay Dutt, Team USA!
That's the way to do it. We kick things off in the first round of the World X Cup. We take a look at the scoreboard. You see it. The U.S. strikes first. Team USA picks up 2 points with the win to JB with Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles.
And ladies and gentlemen, the final participant in the following X Division 4-way match from Brooklyn, New York, Senshi!
We open tonight with the Spike TV Impact debut of Senshi, the newest addition to TNA's No Limits X Division. This is actually his return to TNA, formerly known as Low Key. He employs a very unique martial arts style that enabled him to be an X Division champion back in the year 2002 when he defeated the phenomenal AJ Styles. He's taken the ring name of Senshi, Japanese for warrior, I'm told. He made his TNA return last month at our Lockdown pay-per-view when he defeated the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. And how's that for a resume?
Wow, and I'm going to tell you something. For those of you watching Impact, you are in for a special treat. Senshi is one of the most exciting, innovative wrestlers the X Division has ever seen, and it is so great to see him come back with that goal of recapturing that X title. I actually got a chance to talk to him, this man who's all over the world wrestling in Japan so much, how they talk about the X Division over there, and how revered he was in Japan as being a former X Division champion, and he realized he felt the hunger, the drive, he wanted to come back and regain that title again.
He starts off in this X Division 4-way opener in the ring with Jay Lethal, one of the members of Team USA, and now you saw it was Alex Shelley asking to come into the ring, and he's calling for Shark Boy, and Shark Boy says, sure, I'll take advantage of this.
Alex Shelley, this guy's such a different bird right there. I mean, if it's off the wall, he's on it. I mean, it's unbelievable, and he calls out Shark Boy. This is one of those matches you're going to see guys breaking up pins if they're smart, if they've got a chance, because once the pin happens, this match is over. So everybody's got to be paying attention at all times, and they've got to have eyes in the back of their head.
You're right, it's not an elimination matchup, it's first pin that wins it, first pinfall or submission. And in this X Division matchup, I'm going to remind you it's being sponsored by X-Men, The Last Stand, in theaters May 26th.
Oh, I'll be checking that out this weekend because I've seen the first two X-Men movies. I'm a big X-Men fanatic, a big Marvel comic fanatic, and I'm telling you, they say this is the last one and the best one.
Shark Boy with the pin attempt, but not able to put away the man behind the paparazzi cam, Alex Shelley, who fires Sharky off into the ropes. Shark Boy puts on the brakes and then drives him face first into the knee.
Oh, nice shot right to the knee right there. Alex Shelley, you asked for it, you got it. Shark Boy, don't ever be fooled by the costume. The guy knows what he's doing in the ring, but that was a great counter right there by Alex Shelley, and that's how you chop a tree down right there.
Senshi re-enters the battle, and the knife edge chop directed right to the chest of Shark Boy.
I mean, look at the body of Senshi. This guy is just tight as it can be. I mean, he works out. He's so into the martial arts, but nice move right there by Shark Boy. Something that he's hard to prepare for. And there he goes. Oh, nice spin kick by the Warrior.
Also want to remind you that tonight it's the second King of the Mountain qualifier for a spot in the NWA World Title match upcoming June 18 at Slammiversary. Pin attempt by Senshi, but you see both Shelley and Lethal in to make the save. Oh, what a chop that was. They want to stay alive here. I mean, last week, Don, on Impact, the Monster Abyss advanced. Tonight, could it be Sting versus Jeff Jarrett?
How about Sting versus Scott Steiner? We could have that. We could have Monty Brown versus Sting. I mean, we don't know who's going to face him. But look at Senshi come off that rope and do that kung fu kick right there. It's awesome.
Jay Lethal measuring him from the middle rope when Senshi turns around. Oh, he's met by a great kick by Lethal.
I'll tell you, there's another future X Division champion right there. And Jay Lethal, this guy's got all the tools. So young, the youngest man on the TNA roster, but you wouldn't know it by watching him in the ring.
You're right, just 20 years of age, and Lethal mounts the top rope, but he's cut off by Shelley, his Team USA teammate, just in the past couple of weeks. Is he biting him?
Oh, that's just sickening. I mean, but look at this, Senshi going right there. You see Shark Boy doesn't want to be left out of the picture either.
Check this out. Ah, the Tower of Doom!
Oh, what a shot right there.
3 men down courtesy of Shark Boy. But to remind you, you can also listen to Impact in Espanol. Press that SAP button on your remote. And again, you know, this is really, we don't have any audio problems. This isn't, look at this.
This is just an absolute
That's Conan,
right
that's
here.
Moody Jack. They're refusing to work.
Homicide, Hernandez are down there egging it on. They're refusing to work on the screen, Mike.
You're right. LAX, the Latin American Exchange team of Conan, they were scheduled to compete, scheduled to wrestle tonight. They've now turned their back. You believe that? They've turned their back on the 6-sided ring as Jay Lethal connects with a dropkick.
We've got to get this whole political situation solved so we can get these guys back on.
I mean, that's the key behind this. It isn't. It's topical, but political at the same time. It's that immigration reform issue. Senshi has got Lethal out. Him down.
Look at the strength right there of Senshi. And here he goes, going up top again. His motions are so deliberate. All the way. Oh, he could crush your ribs right there.
Top rope, double foot stomp, cover. 1, 2.
No way, it's over.
Here is your winner, Senshi.
That's the way you make a return to TNA's Impact broadcast. What a win for Senshi.
He went all the way
devastating to Jay Lethal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is an X Division rankings match. The winner to become the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. In this match, 2 men start, and wrestlers are tagged in and out. Eliminations are by pinfall or submissions. Introducing first, from Brooklyn, New York, Senshi!
The former X Division champion when he was known as Low Key, now taking the name of Senshi. In Japanese, it means warrior, and he certainly is looking to move up in the rankings of the X Division. Senshi, 1 of 6 to compete.
He hails from the deep blue sea, Shark Boy!
As always, Mike, a cult favorite here in the Impact Zone. Shark Boy's one of those that you can't help but root for him. He just has that charisma that makes you just want to see this man triumph.
Proudly representing his home country of Canada, Petey Williams!
Yes, he is the Team Canada captain. And out of the 6 wrestlers competing in this X Division rankings matchup, he and Senshi are 2 of the 6 who have worn the gold in the past. Yes, a former X Division title holder. Team Canada captain Petey Williams looking to get another shot at the X Division gold. Will he be able to accomplish that at Slammiversary?
The next participant in this contest is from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal!
One of the members of Team USA. We always talk about him being the youngest member of TNA, but you can forget about all that now because it's about the experience in the ring that he gets each and every week. This guy has so much potential oozing out of his body that it's just absolutely crazy.
From Detroit, Michigan, Alex Shelley!
Yes, he is the man behind the camera. Paparazzi Productions, Alex Shelley, bringing his tripod as well as his video camera to the ringside area. And when I see Alex Shelley, I hate to say this, but I immediately think about Kevin Nash. And yes, we will see Kevin Nash in the X Division Challenge later tonight at Slammiversary against Chris Sabin.
And the final participant from India, Sanjay Dutt.
I was talking with Sanjay Dutt before this show tonight, and Sanjay said, I hope Kevin Nash is watching what's going to happen in this X Division shootout that we're going to have right here, because he said if he thinks that at his age he can come in here and dominate an X Division competitor, well, he's got another thing coming in. I hope Mr. Nash is watching, because you're going to see some things here in a minute that you will never see anywhere else in wrestling.
Elimination rules to apply here in this 6-way matchup. In other words, we're going to start off with 2 men in the ring. You will be able to tag in any of the other 4 outside. Eliminations by pinfall or submission, and we will take it down to find out who the #1 contender is to the X Division champion, the unbeaten Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. The order of elimination in this match will directly affect the X Division rankings.
One of those matches where you're going to find guys, if they get an opportunity maybe, they might lay out a little bit, because the longer that you can last, of course, is your better chance to be standing at the end. But it's also a situation where it's about pride, it's about honor with this division that we call the X Division, and it's about showing this crowd you're one of the best extreme athletes in the world, and they won't miss every opportunity they can to prove that.
Don, I think you're really saying that the key to this match is to survive #1. Stay in it as long as you can. It's real interesting when it comes to making tags. For the most part, the benefit to making a tag is when you're really on the defensive and you need to get out of a match and regroup. You really want to stay in if you can and eliminate wrestlers, but at the same time you want to last really as long as you possibly can. Elimination rules to apply in this rankings matchup. Shark Boy, back body drop. The Team Canada captain crashes down.
What I like about this match also is we're going to use it to define the rankings, and it's a situation where each of these guys now has a chance
to put themselves into a place to challenge for X Division gold here in the future. If they can win this or even get to the last two, it really puts yourself in the hunt for the gold down the line. And this is a chance right now to let all the other members of the X Division know where you stand.
Oh, Shark Boy with the bite. Petey Williams
wanted to sing "Oh Canada."
He sure did. He was headed up to the corner to sing "Oh Canada," changed his mind, and Shark Boy goes airborne. Slingshot, cross body block, crashing down onto Williams.
Shark Boy showing his athleticism right there. He realized he had Petey Williams down, and it's a chance to, especially early on in the match when you're fresh, get your offense in while you can. Make sure you wear somebody else down, and then if you get in trouble, like you said, tag out, get out of the way, and that's what he's doing right now. He's sitting at Jay Lethal. Going to let him work him over a little bit.
20-year-old Jay Lethal, as DW told you, yes, the youngest man on the TNA roster. Going to fire Shark Boy in and then follow right back up with a forearm shot that rocks Williams. Shark Boy with an assist, and Jay Lethal caught him with the kick. Pin. Jay Lethal the cover on Petey for a 2 count.
Not bad to find a partner early on. If you can work with somebody, all that does is eliminate people in front of you. Eventually, it becomes down to man-on-man, and nice backbreaker right there by Jay Lethal.
One arm and then dropped him right across the knee with that backbreaker. Jay Lethal showing the strength here against Petey Williams. Takes him now by the head. Face first, directs him right into that top turnbuckle. Williams going to try and counter, does. Reversal of Lethal, who floats over. Puts on the brakes, going to take him up. No, float over by Williams. Lethal's got him hooked by the boot, but Petey caught him with a knee right in the side of the head and then took out his legs with the drop kick.
Great move right there. When Petey Williams is in the ring, you can't help but think about the Canadian Destroyer. It's something that when it hits, it will eliminate you. And he brings in Senshi, somebody that has been so anticipated when he came back. And it's somebody that's been thought about when, of course, formerly known as Low Key and formerly a champion. It's great to see him back in the X Division as Senshi.
Known for using martial arts moves like those brutally stiff kicks, the 2 shots that rock Jay Lethal, and then pull a knife-edge chop right to the chest.
This guy can kick you from anywhere, any place, at any time. It is amazing. It's like watching a Bruce Lee movie. I mean, he'll just, out of nowhere, he'll kick you, and then think about that double stomp thing that he does off the top of the ropes. It's just, oh, it's vicious how he uses his feet, but right now, showing you he can use his hands. And man, these guys are trading some knife-edge chops back and forth.
You're not kidding. What an exchange between these two. Momentarily, Lethal getting the better of it, and then he caught him again with another knife-edge chop. Fired off into the ropes. Senshi drilled right in the chest with the drop kick. Here's Lethal for the cover. Barely got a 1 count before Senshi, the Warrior, powers out.
Oh, yeah, and you could see the pain on Senshi's face. He just got the wind knocked out of him, but now he's getting a little momentum, a little speed, but look at that. Jay Lethal just uses it to his advantage, and Senshi's in trouble. Oh, he gets out of it.
All 6 of these individuals in this X Division rankings matchup, yes, looking to move up the ladder of success in the division that, let's face it, put TNA on the map, and the division that Kevin Nash is trying to hijack.
And that's what I was talking about right there with Senshi's boot. He just, it's almost like it's double jointed, man, and he just brought it in, and he waited till he found his spot, and he nails him right on the back of the head, and he sends in Alex Shelley. They're doing really good on tagging people to make sure they're not out there too long to get pinned.
Well, you're right. Double team effort now by Senshi and Shelley leads to a double elbow directed into the chest of Jay Lethal.
Oh, don't think these guys are friends just because they're double teaming. It's just a smart move, especially early on.
Yeah, just a momentary situation when you can use it to your advantage. Now he's got the arms wrapped around the necktie move here by Shelley on Lethal.
Look how he uses his feet, too, to bring Jay Lethal to his knees, and now he pulls him back. Oh, man, look at the torque on that.
Right, leaning back, knees directed into the lower back of Jay Lethal, and at the same time, going to try and almost use his own arms and hands to choke the life out of him.
Yeah, you talked about where he... Oh, but look
that's beautiful.
Look at Jay Lethal showing that athleticism, trying to turn it around, but Alex Shelley sees it, brings it right back, and again onto the back with the knee.
Thought it was a great counter by Lethal, but Shelley turned it right around on him again. You see this ego? You see that cockiness? You hang around with Kevin Nash for as long as Alex Shelley has been, and it's going to rub off on you.
No, absolutely, but you can't deny his in-ring ability. He's so different than anybody else in the X Division.
You're right.
He does things so unconventional, and he's just such a great mat wrestler. But his cockiness is what's going to get him in trouble, and right there is an example as Jay Lethal took advantage and just get up with the jawbreaker.
6 to start it off. We'll narrow it down to 1 winner in this elimination matchup. Shelley off the boot. Lethal was prepared. High hip toss takeover, and then a drop kick from in tight that went right into the face of Alex Shelley.
That'll make you have to get some dental work right there. Alex Shelley trying to pat himself in, and now good move by Jay Lethal. Bring in a fresh Sanjay Dutt, maybe an opportunity here to get a pin.
Swing and a miss with the clothesline.
Look out,
Sanjay just snapped it off. Head scissors take over on Shelley, and then the deep arm drag.
Oh, this will be a future X Division champion. I'd bet money on it. This guy's so fast, so quick. It's just all about timing. And this is his chance to become #1 ranking. And look at that. He's got so many moves that he does with such great speed.
Look at that. Measured him perfectly. Landed right across the chest and went for the cover, and Sanjay Dutt gets a 2 count. Boy, Don, you've been saying it for several months, and I've got to agree with you. If there's one man that we look at on that TNA X Division roster and you say he is just on the verge of breaking out and getting that opportunity, it's Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya. He can do that if he's successful tonight. He could get a shot at the X Division title with a win in this 6-way rankings matchup.
Little sprinkler action here, yep. You can see him. Oh, Alex Shelley, though. Good timing as he brings him down, and then, man, he just gets crushed right there. Oh, no, rope burn. Oh, the rope burn. Ouch.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some rope burns in my time through the years watching professional wrestling, but nothing quite like that.
Well, you know, that's what Alex Shelley does, and I don't know who he learned that one from, but he wasn't going to have Sanjay Dutt kind of in your face him there with the sprinkler, and that's what you do. And maybe that's what's costing Sanjay.
Caught him with the kick, immediately goes for the pin, hooked the arm of Sanjay Dutt right back behind his head so that Sanjay didn't have time to raise the shoulder, but still not able to put him away. It's what you talked about earlier with Alex Shelley. The fact that he has that style that's just different from everybody else in TNA. Double leg takedown. Sanjay on his back while Shelley measures him, springs off the ropes, and on it. Moonsault back.
Got it.
No.
Ooh, Sanjay Dutt able to get out of there. I thought he hit his knees perfectly into that chest. Might have just taken, what's he doing? Whatever it is. Oh, come on. And then he pan in the pants, and then he puts it to the mat.
We saw it. I don't think it deserves play-by-play, but you're right. You saw it.
And wash that mask as soon as you get home, Shark Boy. Yeah.
What are you doing?
He was trying to direct Shark Boy to double suplex Sanjay. Shark Boy will have none of that. Check this out.
Well, everybody's coming in right now. They decided, hey, we'll all get into the action.
Where are they going to go?
Oh, they're fighting it.
3 go up, reversal, 3 go over.
Stop.
6-pack suplex in this X Division rankings matchup. Wow.
That's what the X Division's all about right there. Things that you never see anywhere else. I mean, what an opportunity there. Shark Boy comes in. Alex Shelley thinks he's going to work with him. And then you just saw it. It was one right after the other.
And Don, amazingly to this point, no eliminations in this match. All 6 still alive. Mid-ring exchange. Shark Boy Sanjay, big right hands delivered, but the boot turned the tables in the favor of Shark Boy. Drops down with the knee. Going to charge at him, but Sanjay's ready for him. Elevates him to the apron. Shoulder block in by Shark Boy. Oh, man, with a vicious knee right into the face.
Shark Boy showing a lot of offense in this match, and here he goes. 2. Oh, Sanjay Dutt close. Shark Boy looks around. Thought he might have had a 3 count, but it wasn't. Sanjay got the shoulder up in time.
Oh, you're right. On the verge, though, of eliminating Sanjay and making Sanjay Dutt the first man out. But Sanjay just caught him with an elbow. Caught him in the jaw. Shark Boy gets the boot up. Ready for a little DSD. Can he hit the Dead Sea drop out of the corner?
He's getting it set up. Oh, but he misses as Sanjay Dutt holds onto the rope.
That's it. That was the key. Sanjay had the perfect counter, but he didn't see that neck breaker coming.
What's he going to do right now? He's going up to the top. You know, normally when he goes up here, you see a drop kick from him.
Yeah, but Sanjay's down on his back.
Right. Looks like what's he going to do?
Perched up on top. High risk
elbow
on the way.
Oh, no water in the pool right there.
You're right. Oh, instead Sanjay's ready for it.
1, 2. Got him.
Shark Boy's out.
When you go high risk like that, that's what happens. He took a little too much time on that rope trying to drop that elbow. Nobody home, and Sanjay, quick as you can, saw it, took it, got it.
1 down, 5 to go in the X Division rankings matchup. It's now Alex Shelley squaring off with Sanjay Dutt as Shark Boy has been eliminated. Check this out. Oh, Sanjay lands on his feet. ready for him, and rocked Shelley with a right hand. Caught him right in the jaw.
Former teammates on Team USA, and you know Sanjay Dutt doesn't feel that camaraderie with Alex Shelley like he does with Jay Lethal and Chris Sabin.
Yeah, hardly. Great move here by Sanjay Dutt, ending up dropping Shelley on the back. Here, no.
Thought he was going to eliminate 2 of them in a row. Sanjay Dutt's been out there quite a while. He needs to find somebody and make a tag here if he doesn't get a pin on this high-risk move.
Sanjay dives through off the top because Shelley moved out of the way. Elevated up into the air by Shelley, and then the drop kick from behind.
I thought Jay Lethal though tagged himself in. We'll find out here. Oh, and yes he did, and he hit it with a drop kick right off the top rope.
You're right.
I thought I saw him smack Sanjay Dutt.
Springboard drop kick, that baby was on target, went for the full Nelson, but Shelley able to break it with the back elbow and then drops down, and where does Lethal go? Face first right into the corner.
Alex Shelley's putting on a little bit of a clinic when it comes to mat wrestling there. Opportunities arise, and he nails them with that drop kick.
Again, one of the most unique offenses you'll ever see in professional wrestling. How about that drop kick from Shelley, and then the brain buster because he dropped Lethal right on his head.
Well, he's fired up. Maybe that's a new relationship he's had with Kevin Nash is bringing the best out of him tonight, but I'm awful impressed with Alex Shelley. Oh, yowza, that hurt.
Top rope senton. Crashed down onto Lethal, but you know what? I think Shelley might have taken it for the worst of it. Oh!
Lethal got the knees up on it.
Nelson
there
overhead.
he goes. Got it. He got it. That's what happened. Shelley went high risk, but Lethal got the knees up just in time, knocked the air out of Shelley, and now you see it all breaking down as Shelley's gone, Shark Boy's gone, and now they're starting to feel the pressure.
Down to the final 4 with the eliminations of Shark Boy and Alex Shelley. Shelley courtesy of Jay Lethal, Shark Boy courtesy of Sanjay Dutt. Every man for himself here. Don, you talked about the fact that they were former teammates. Team USA. That didn't stop Dutt and Lethal, but Cinchi just caught him with the kick.
I mean, again, you just don't see it coming. And now he's trying to snap it off. He does. Able to bring it to it and use his momentum to turn Cinchi around.
Oh, Petey Williams going over the ropes and crashing down into
Lethal.
Lethal gonna fly.
Right through the ropes as that doesn't give Petey any time to get away, Mike. And he takes a shot straight through.
Suicide dive right on the money, but keep your eyes on Sanjay, the original player. He's still,
no way.
I was gonna say he's in the ring, but now he's up on the top.
Right there, can he hit it? Yes, he knocks all 3 of them out. That's the X Division, my friends. That's extreme right there. Wow.
Moonsault from the top out to the arena floor, and he took out 3 men at one time.
I don't know if it's possible, but what a move it was. Well, the action, though, just goes too fast with these guys.
Boy, you're right. Maybe we'll get a replay look later on. You saw Petey Williams just take Sanjay and send him back first right into that post. Lethal, springboard again. Petey was prepared that time, moved out of the way, but then, missed the kick, but Lethal caught him.
I'll tell you what I liked about what Jay Lethal did there. In midair, realized he wasn't going to hit the first time. Oh, but he misses that time as Petey Williams uses his experience. Oh, no.
Canadian Destroyer.
He's setting him up.
You ready?
Oh, that's going to be it for Jay Lethal.
That baby is sick.
You're done. You're done. You're toast.
Canadian Destroyer from the Team Canada captain. The 6-flip pile driver. And you're right. It eliminates Jay Lethal. He's number 3 out, and we're down to the final 3 right now.
You're not going to see any friendships at this point. I mean, it's just every man for himself. It's gotten down to this. Sanjay Dutt, this is an opportunity. He keeps rising up the rankings right here. But again, you saw what that Canadian Destroyer can do. If Petey Williams hits that, it's all she wrote. Sanjay in a bad way. He gets it from Cinchi, and then he gets it from Petey.
Cinchi, Petey Williams momentarily working together here against Sanjay Dutt as we're down to the final 3. Cinchi rolls him in for Petey to make the cover, and no, Sanjay got the shoulder up. So in essence, Shark Boy now ranked number 6, Alex Shelley 5.
That's right.
Jay Lethal 4, and we'll find out who the top 3 in the X Division will be.
2 of them are former champions that you're looking at, and one of them is the guy I've always said the best in the X Division without a title. Oh, Sanjay out of the way, and Petey hits Cinchi.
Roll him up.
1, 2. No, not enough.
Great try by Sanjay with that quick roll up to try and steal one here. Instead, enziguri to the back of the head.
1, 2.
Nope.
Not enough there yet. Petey Williams just gets that shoulder up, doing it on pure guts.
Still life left in Petey Williams, as we've seen. Elevates Sanjay up, drops him, throat first, right across that top cable. Did you see Senshi tag in?
He sure did. Great move.
He's legal. He tagged in, and he cut off Petey Williams and dropped him with the clothesline.
Petey Williams thought he was going to come over there and finish Sanjay Dutt. Didn't happen. Senshi does what he does, and then he flips around, and now Sanjay Dutt's in trouble. Both of these guys around. Senshi has got the momentum his way.
Senshi going high risk up to the top, but Petey's going to try and cut him off and does. Petey Williams, the Team Canada captain, fighting with Senshi. I think Senshi getting the better of it at this point. He's got better position right now.
Oh, but right there, Petey Williams, you can see that. Cutting him off now to get himself in better position.
Boy, did he turn it around in a hurry. No way.
Oh, no.
No way.
You're not talking for long, but look at the
Senshi,
holding on.
Yeah, he hooked that top rope. Can you blame him? Canadian Destroyer attempt block.
What a move right there by Sanjay Dutt. And now Petey Williams is laid out.
Senshi from the top.
Here he goes. Oh, he hits him with that double stomp.
He calls it the Warrior's way, and the Warrior gets the 3 count with the double foot stomp.
Is eliminated.
We're down to the final 2.
Whoa, man, that just, you see him hit that, and you feel like the guy's ribs are going to get crushed. What a shot by Senshi.
Petey Williams now number 3 in the rankings. Senshi, Sanjay Dutt to fight it out. Check this out. From the middle rope now, Sanjay Dutt going to go all the way up top, and
oh, he hits it, he snaps it off.
He sure did. Caught him with the Hurricane Rana, springs off the ropes, and then drills him with the basement drop kick. Here's the cover.
2.
No.
Not enough, but Sanjay Dutt felt it right there. He realized that he's been out there maybe longer than anybody in this whole match out there in the middle of that ring. And he has got to take advantage of it now, or Senshi, I think, might win this war with attrition. And oh man, Sanjay Dutt drills him.
Float over, DDT, arm extended,
1,
leg hook.
2.
No! Down to the final 2. 6 entered, 4 have been eliminated. It's Sanjay Dutt and Senshi. Watch Sanjay now, coming off the ropes. Senshi, try and stop from going over.
Oh, man!
Double foot stomp to the chest.
1, 2. Oh, he got out of it. I thought it was over, Professor. I thought it was over right there with the force that he brought that down, but Sanjay Dutt's got heart. This guy's got so much heart.
Who gets better elevation than Senshi when he goes up for that double foot stomp? Great reversal by Sanjay, dropped him across the knee, and then dropped him with the neck breaker.
This is Sanjay Dutt's time right here as he's got Senshi in trouble. Somebody I think that's just not even, this is his chance, what I'm saying, to get the respect he deserves here in the X division. It's Sanjay Dutt going up high, going for the kill shot. There he goes. Oh, the knees got up by Senshi.
Oh, you're right. Went for that Hindu press off the top, and as he came down for the splash, Senshi caught him with both the, oh, look at that drop kick.
That sent him into the turnbuckle. It looked like it knocked him out in the air.
Oh, the whiplash effect. The back of his head crashing into the corner. What's he going to do? He's hanging it from the Tree of Woe.
Oh, here he is, the Tree of Woe, and oh, man. What's he going to do with this?
He steps on his knees, and Sanjay has to leap up, and at the same time, there's the double foot stomp.
Right on the head. Right on the head. Dude, it's done. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and the #1 contender for the X Division Championship, Senshi.
Wow. Have you ever seen that move? Gets him in the Tree of Woe there, and then as Sanjay fights out of it, Senshi sees him bring his body up, goes up and double foot stomps him right in the head.
Well, you're right, Don. The key to that move is when Senshi puts his weight on the knees of Sanjay Dutt. At that point, Sanjay has to come up, and Senshi drives right down. The double foot stomp leads to the win, and Senshi, #1 contender to the X Division title. Let's take a look.
Some of the great action that you saw right there, that's some of the feet work of Senshi, and Jay Lethal showing what makes him such a rising star with that drop kick to the face of Alex Shelley.
Oh, I love that move. That one was great. That 6-pack suplex.
Oh, and there it was. There was no water in the pool right there by Shark Boy, and that's when Sanjay Dutt able to bring it in and get the quick pin, and he was eliminated.
You're right. Shark Boy then became #6 in the rankings. Jay Lethal took it right to Alex Shelley and eliminated him next. Alex Shelley, #5.
And look at the extension that Sanjay Dutt gets from the top rope, but the Canadian Destroyer on Jay Lethal, that's it for him. That's all she wrote.
You're right. Jay Lethal became #4 contender in the X Division rankings. Check that out. Wow. Looks even better on the replay, doesn't it? When you see that incredible elevation, that's called the Warrior's Way. The double foot stop, there it is on Sanjay, and yes, Senshi, the #1 contender.
Right there, Sanjay able to get out of it, but then that drop kick into the corner, and then here it was, and you saw it. What an angle when he does it on the head.
Wow.
No way does Sanjay recover. Senshi, the #1 contender.
You're right, in the X Division. Speaking of the X Division, yes, X Division Challenge up later tonight. Main event time on Impact. And it's an X Division Championship match. The gold is on the line. Samoa Joe to make a title defense. Let's get ready for this three-way matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your TNA Impact main event. A three-way X Division Championship match. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first challenger #1 from Brooklyn, New York, Senshi.
It means warrior in Japanese, and Senshi certainly a warrior this past Sunday at Slammiversary when he and Sanjay Dutt, the final two in the X Division 6-way rankings matchup.
Challenger #2 is from Bombay, India, Sanjay Dutt.
You know, Mike, you brought up that 6-way at Slammiversary. How fitting is it that both of these guys get a shot at the title? Because Sanjay Dutt, so heroic, and yeah, he came up a little bit short, but he was so close to being the #1 contender. This is his chance.
And their opponent, the X Division champion, he is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
You talk about putting it all on the line. That's what Samoa Joe is set to do in our Impact main event. The X Division Championship, yes, it's at stake, plus the 1-year winning streak of Samoa Joe, that's on the line as well.
Samoa Joe, when you think about Slammiversary and that unbelievable matchup between him and Scott Steiner and the battle that those two waged, and Samoa Joe not able to just beat Scott Steiner, able to put his shoulders to the mat and get the 3 count.
I want to remind you that next week on Impact, the major announcement from Jim Cornette, of course, who's the NWA World Heavyweight Champion? What's going to go down at Victory Road? Who's getting fired?
Oh, Mike, all these questions are going to be answered next week, and you've got to admit, the new face of TNA management has come in like a house of fire. He's laying down the law. He doesn't care whose feathers he ruffles. He is just putting it out there and letting everybody know we're all on notice.
Wow, check that out! Samoa Joe dropped down. Sanjay Dutt went flying over the top, and he crashed into Senshi, and both men down and out on the floor.
Samoa Joe may not have the speed. Look at there. You can see Eric Young. Don't fire Eric Young. He's doing everything he can to keep himself from getting fired. Why does he think it's him that's going to get fired?
I don't know, but you know what he's doing? He's going to try and appeal to the masses here, get the public on his side, but
I guess that was the master plan.
I think you're right. Security. Looks like security's trying to remove Eric Young from the impact zone. Samoa Joe grabs Sanjay by the head. Look out, guardrail, face first into the steel.
Samoa Joe may not have the speed that Senshi and Sanjay Dutt has, but now he has the experience of holding that belt for so long and has the experience of never losing in a match. And look at this, one right after the other. And after what he went through with Scott Steiner, I don't think this man fears anybody or anything.
And here comes Joe. Look out, Sanjay! Wow, face wash. He just took the boot, scraped it right across his face.
Right into that steel rail right there, and that absolutely is something that is just devastating. Now he goes right after Senshi, somebody who's so intriguing, somebody who's so unknown to a lot of people here in TNA, but look at this, Samoa Joe not hesitating, not stopping, just going right at him.
Oh, you're right, he rocked it with a knife edge chop. Senshi back into the steel guardrail. Samoa Joe, here he comes, he's charging. Oh, Senshi was ready for him, and he dropped it with a clothesline.
Oh, you can see it's the preparedness, that martial arts background that Senshi has, had him ready for Samoa Joe.
Senshi now going to take Joe and roll him into the ring. I'm getting word that we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we return, more of this exciting three-way X Division title matchup. And welcome back, everyone, to our Impact main event. X Division title on the line, as well as the 1-year winning streak of the unbeaten Samoan submission machine. Senshi going to try and take the title and end the streak with this pin attempt, but Joe rolls the shoulder at 2.
Senshi, one of those unique wrestlers. Keep your eye on the feet of Senshi, because he can kick you from anywhere in the building. He's got such an unbelievable perception of where he is at all times. And look at that right there. Just comes in, you think he's coming at you one way, and he puts the feet right in there to bring down Samoa Joe.
Oh, caught him with the drop kick. Joe able to duck down and avoid the first kick, but he never saw the second one coming.
Just like I was saying, Mike, this guy can get you from so many different ways, but he doesn't see Sanjay Dutt up high. Here he comes, and he hits him.
Cross body block leads to the pin, and a 2 count before Senshi powers out. Just getting word also next week on Impact, an update on the franchise, Shane Douglas and his new tag team, the Naturals, Chase Stevens and Andy Douglas.
Well, we saw at the pre-show at Slammiversary how disappointed he was in them again. He knows how much work they have, but you're watching Sanjay Dutt right now. This could be his opportunity. Somebody that I feel is going to hold that X Division title belt, and it can happen right here this evening. He's always been so close. He's so fast. He's so quick. But you've got to keep eyes in the back of your head, because it's not just one-on-one right now. You've got Samoa Joe, you've got Senshi, all 3 of them.
Off the series of punches by Sanjay Dutt, fires Joe up, and Joe catches him in mid-ring and just dropped him right down to the canvas.
It's like that power of his is just the great equalizer. And look at Senshi going right at him. He knows that you can't let up with Samoa Joe. You've got to be so quick, so fast, and Samoa Joe, though, can stop it that quick, and oh, what a shot to the head.
Inverted atomic drop, follows with the kick, and then the senton backsplash. That's 280 pounds, dropping down across the chest of Senshi.
That's how Samoa Joe stops his competitors. They get some kind of momentum and they feel they've got something going, but look at this. Oh, nice one there by Sanjay. Using his momentum off the top rope, using it to get the advantage, and here he goes. But look at this, Joe comes right up to greet him.
Oh, Sanjay put on the brakes, but Joe caught him with a punch. Now got the choke applied here to Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay gonna try and fight through. Joe from outside, however. There's the kick for Senshi from Sanjay. Here comes Senshi charging again in the drop kick, and that time Joe sent out to the floor.
Good timing right there by Sanjay Dutt, able to get down just quick enough so that the kick that was intended for him went right into Joe, and now Sanjay Dutt has his opportunity.
Here's the pin attempt, here's 2.
No!
Oh, man. And just think about that, Sanjay Dutt almost became X Division champion right there.
And it was done that quickly, and that's what can happen.
Look out, right here.
Oh, look at this.
Scott Steiner, big pop-up pump, steel chair shot to the head of Samoa Joe. Joe's laid out.
I tell you what, he doesn't care about this 3-way matchup for the X Division title. All he cares about is taking care of Joe, and that gives Senshi the opportunity once Sanjay Dutt was distracted.
He drilled Sanjay with the kick. As you look at the prone body of Samoa Joe, Scott Steiner standing above him with the steel chair that knocked him out. To the top, here comes Senshi.
Oh, that double foot stomp. Oh, man, it's wicked.
He calls it the Warrior's way. He got the 3 count. He's the new X Division champ.
Here is your winner and new X Division champion, Senshi.
They did not beat Samoa Joe. He's still undefeated, but check this out. Senshi is the new X Division champion.
Think about the satisfaction that's got to be going through Scott Snyder's mind right now. He not only smashed Samoa Joe with a chair, he cost him the X Division championship.
Samoa Joe laid out, knocked unconscious by the steel chair shot from Big Papa Pop, while Senshi, the Warrior, celebrates with the X Division gold. We are going to take another look at what went down that led to this title change.
And you can see right here it comes.
Oh.
He calls it the way, and he hits that double stomp, and there's no way for Sanjay Dutt to recover from that, Mike.
There you see the 3 count. Senshi gains the victory, and in the process, Senshi becomes X Division champion.
You might not like the way it happened, Mike, but it did. It was because of Scott Steiner.
It all goes down next week. What happens with the NWA title? What's going down in Victory Road? And who's getting fired? You'll find out next week right here on Impact. And it is time for the X Division Championship matchup. It's the new era, the rebirth of the X Division on display, and let's break it down for you with the X Factors. X Division champion Senshi promises to impose his will, inflict his punishment on 2 challengers. It's the Warrior's Way or the Highway. Petey Williams possesses one of the sickest and most devastating finishers in the business today, the Canadian Destroyer. The other challenger really opened the eyes of TNA management in a tough luck, hard-fought loss to heavyweight champion Jeff Jarrett. Cornette so impressed, young Jay Lethal added to the mix.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next contest at Hard Justice is a 3-way X Division Championship match. Introducing challenger number 1 from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Petey Williams.
I like the new look for Petey Williams. No longer associated with the disbanded Team Canada, the man behind the Canadian Destroyer. He is on his own, and he's looking to regain the gold. Petey Williams, a former X Division champion. This is his opportunity to win back his title.
Challenger number 2 is from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal.
Folks, Jay Lethal earned this shot by the effort that he put on against the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett. And then after Jeff Jarrett and Scott Steiner almost physically injured him to not even be able to compete in the match that predetermined this, he gave it everything he had and still almost cut it out the win. I like what Jim Cornette did, bringing Lethal in.
And finally, the 3rd participant in this contest, from Brooklyn, New York, he is the X Division champion, Senshi.
To many of you, Senshi is a new arrival in TNA. To those of you who have been following Total Nonstop Action since its inception, you'll know that, in essence here, he is one of the pioneers of the X Division. At one point known as Low Key, he now has a new name, Senshi. It's Japanese for warrior. It's Japanese for soldier. And he has a mindset, Don, that is unlike any I've ever seen in the X Division. You talk about a straight-ahead style where he uses, especially his feet, this different martial arts style. It's unlike anything we've seen in the X Division. And check out that shot from, all 3 men connecting here in the opening second.
Well, you brought that up about Senshi. We remember how Joe came in and dominated the X Division because it was so different. And then, of course, it's not about weight limits in the X Division. But Senshi is so unique in his own right. He can kick you from anywhere in the ring. Keep your eyes on his feet if you can. But do not forget that Petey Williams, a former champion, somebody ready to establish a new identity now that he's left Team Canada. It doesn't matter who you are. He hits the Canadian Destroyer, it's all over.
Williams hit the spin kick after Lethal was sent out to the floor.
Wow.
Oh, and then slingshots out and snaps out the Hurricane Rana on this young kid from New Jersey, 20-year-old Jay Lethal, youngest member of the TNA roster. But
look at this.
Senshi.
Look at this. Here he comes, all the way over the top, and he lands on his feet. Unbelievable. That's the martial arts that he has. I mean, that was something. You can see him coming at you in the background. Rolls over the top of their heads and lands on his feet.
That was spectacular. Cartwheeled himself right over the top, and here comes Jay Lethal fighting back. Petey Williams trying to come back here on Lethal, who saw him from behind, doubled him over. He's going to try for a powerbomb on the floor, but Williams sits down instead and drops the leg right across the throat.
Petey Williams saw the opportunity and he took it, but you got to remember, it's a 3-way match, and Senshi was in the ring waiting for it, and he just leveled him with one of those vicious kicks.
Williams out on the floor. Senshi going to bring Lethal inside and try and put him away and stop this match and retain his title. Knife edge chop rocks Lethal. Going to bring him back up to his feet and chop him once again right in the chest.
I'll never forget Jay Lethal, sore neck and all. He must have done 5 diving headbutts off of the top rope. That shows you his courage and determination. And Jim Cornette saw that, knew he wasn't playing with a full deck, and gave him another chance. But Senshi, this is a chance for him to make a real statement again. Not just beating 1, but beating 2 opponents in the ring. And this is his opportunity to show everybody why he's the X Division champion.
The Canadian Destroyer back on the offensive.
Look at that.
What did you say just a second ago?
Out of the blue. Anywhere he wants, he can kick you. And he just spun around and nailed it from behind. Kind of like the Pele that AJ Styles does out of nowhere. Oh, but that's how you bring a man down, especially a man who uses his feet for a living, and Petey Williams did it.
Now Lethal going to take advantage of a situation with Petey Williams thrilled with his own move there. Lethal instead shot off into the corner, springs back and caught nothing but canvas.
That's exactly what happened. As you can see now as he suplexes him over, and Petey Williams, this is an opportunity. Ooh, bends that arm around his leg. And now pulling back on the chin.
You're right, he's got the leg, he's got his leg wrapped around the arm of Lethal and then cranking back on the neck with the chin lock, but that leaves himself wide open to these stiff kicks to the chest. Number 3 takes him over.
Well, Petey Williams had the hold in and he couldn't let it go, but he had to be looking up at Sin-Chi and realizing he was a sitting duck. And that's exactly what happened. And then Sin-Chi walks right into the shot flow right there by Jay Lethal. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Lethal fights back. Now, shot off into the ropes, taken high up into the air, and Sin-Chi elevates him and then catches him with both boots right in the gut.
Sin-Chi right now seems to have control, but look at Jay Lethal holding on, and then look at Sin-Chi using Jay Lethal as a weapon, throwing him right into Petey Williams.
Quickly spinning out of the way is Lethal, ducked under a clothesline, but then Petey Williams caught him with the boots right in the face. Earlier tonight at Hard Justice, Chris Sabin victorious in the matchup against Alex Shelley, substituting for Kevin Nash. Chris Sabin becomes the #1 contender, and we would anticipate that Sabin would face the winner of this matchup upcoming here in TNA.
A little weird situation going out there in the ring. It's almost like Sin-Chi and Petey Williams kind of working together right there. Kind of like, here, I'll take a few shots at Jay Lethal, now you take a few shots at Jay Lethal. Very odd to see these two guys working together at this point. Maybe they figure eliminate him and then the two of them go at it.
Gonna sing the Canadian national anthem for us here. At the same time, you turn your back on Sin-Chi. Lethal hung up in the corner, and there it is. There's the chop from the champ.
The referee, obviously, Slick Johnson telling Sin-Chi, hey, you know, to get in there and make this thing happen, and he did, and now Petey Williams realizes that whatever teamwork they were using together is over with. Nice elbow right there by Petey Williams.
Right, forearm shot. There's that kick out of nowhere by Sin-Chi that doubles him over, and then he just hooks it right to the back of the head.
It's like he's double jointed in the legs right there. It was, you know, it just like winds it up and then sends it home, man. The guy is just amazing what he can do with his feet.
Oh, we've seen him go to the top, and oftentimes when he does, it means the Warrior's way, that double foot stop, but here comes Lethal to cut him off. Oh, that chop rocked him, hanging on for dear life as the champion, Sin-Chi.
Jay Lethal, somebody that's now got his second shot at a title. You can only give a man so many chances, and eventually they're going to get it. This is his. He knows how close he was against Jeff Jarrett. He's got to realize that he's got to use that experience and apply it in this match right here, but oh no. Look at this. Sin-Chi's got his legs pinned with his feet, and then he comes after Petey and misses.
Hook to the midsection by the Canadian Destroyer, doubles over the champ, who immediately drops down so that Petey Williams is not able to take him over. Weakens him further, tries for the suplex. I think he caught him with a kick in mid-move, and there's a dual drop kick by Lethal.
Nice shot there by Jay Lethal. Yeah, he did. Sin-Chi hit him with that knee. Not just his feet, his knees are weapons. He caught Petey Williams right in the forehead with it, but Jay Lethal able to size them both up and knock them both down at the same time.
You're right. One boot for Sin-Chi, one boot for Petey Williams, and Lethal's feeling it. Crowd here at Hard Justice. Sounds to me like they're firmly behind this kid, Jay Lethal.
Well, it's kind of like one of those people that they've watched grow up right here in front of them. He got his start right here to a lot of these TNA fans, the first time they've ever seen him. And they've been following along, and they know he's young, and they know he's talented. And it's just one of those guys that you just fall in love with if you're here in the Impact Zone on a regular basis.
Lethal connects with the chop to Sin-Chi, and then the elbow to Williams. Shot off into the ropes as the champ. High hip toss takeover for Sin-Chi. Attention turn to Petey Williams. Scooping a slam cartwheel up. Oh, and he caught him with another dual drop kick.
He realized that they were working against him 2-on-1, so he's not taking any chances, trying to take them both out at the same time. Every chance that he gets.
Sin-Chi regroups. Now Lethal charges in, but moving out of the way is Williams. Kick by Sin-Chi, kick by Lethal.
Oh, look at this. Jay Lethal man, he's on fire right now as he's got the champion in the hole. And then he's got him in a bridge.
Suplex two. No, bridging suplex for a near fall. And Jay Lethal just this close to becoming X Division champ for the first time.
Petey Williams right now looks like he's trying to catch his breath, but throws him right back on the feet, and that Petey Williams, he's something. He can make a move out of nothing, and he just did it right there.
Then connects with the side Russian leg sweep. If he goes for that reel him in, you know what that means, Don. It means the Canadian Destroyer, that sickest of all moves, the flip pile driver, could be on the way.
If he hits you, it doesn't matter, and he's got Jay Lethal in it. Right here, Can he hit? Oh, Jay Lethal fights out. He's been there before. He doesn't want to be there again. Oh, look at this. Another bridging suplex. Oh, man, it was close.
That is such a great move. He starts with the full Nelson. He drops down and then Germans him overhead right into the pinning predicament. Now, Senshi rocked with the chop. Here comes Lethal. Going to take the champ and fire him across. Quick reversal. Lethal off into the rope, slides through. Going to try for the roll up here, but since she went for that double foot stomp, now it's Petey Williams with a chance for the pin and a near fall.
Look at this roll up by Lethal.
Wow. Everybody on the verge of victory. Senshi now. Petey Williams going to try and break that up and get a pin of his own. Oh.
He double foot stomped right off the top of Petey Williams, and here he goes. Two. He's got Jay Lethal just in time. Good move on Lethal's part because it was over.
Jay Lethal remains alive by breaking up that pin attempt by Senshi on Williams. Crowd just loves this new era of the X Division, this rebirth. Lethal gut wrenches him right over.
Crowd's so happy that the way things worked out, they didn't miss just but the one matchup, and here they are now watching the X Division title on the line, and it's Jay Lethal and Petey Williams. A nice move right there, and he goes right for the leg, and now he goes for both of them.
Gonna set up here for the sharpshooter.
Yes, he's got it set in, but you don't forget about Senshi.
That's the problem when you go for a move like this. You expose yourself. You leave yourself wide open to that third man.
Jay Lethal doing everything he can to sneak over, and you can see Petey Williams has got his eye on him. How soon will he let go? Oh, again, he goes over the top, and he comes back and kicks him in the back of the head.
Oh, you're right, and then the pin, the lateral cover for a 2 count. Petey Williams barely gets the shoulder up.
All three of these guys right now trying to figure out who's got an advantage because every one of them has had their moments, Mike. So close for all three of these guys. It's going to be one of those where they're going to catch one. That's how it's going to happen. Because these guys have no quit in them. Someone's going to get lucky and catch one, and look at Senshi not letting up, just blow after blow after blow.
You're right, rapid fire chops in the corner by Senshi. Able to sidestep him as Lethal. Look at this.
Look at the three.
Full Nelson released overhead. What a great move by Lethal. Going to try and crawl on hands and knees and cover. Here's one. Here's two.
Petey Williams just in time, and I mean by a split second did he break that up. Listen to the crowd. They're appreciating this as it goes on. They're seeing more and more Jay Lethal showing you what makes him so special. And here's his opportunity. He's going to go up top, Mike.
Could it be the diving dynamite move, emulating the Dynamite Kid with that top rope diving headbutt?
Oh, we saw him do that 5 times. And oh, no reward there.
Canadian Destroyer.
Oh, he hits it. Oh, he hits it. This is his chance. And but he forgot about Senshi, and he levels him with the drop kick.
Senshi covers two.
Got it.
Took advantage of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still X Division champion, Senshi.
Petey Williams set it up. Petey Williams had the pin with Senshi. That's what a champion's got to do. Take advantage of a situation, and Senshi did.
You're not kidding, he did. Petey Williams hit the Canadian Destroyer. At that point, I think we all thought that we were going to have a new champ. The former champ, Petey Williams, and there you see it, Petey motioning that should be my title. But Senshi watched, waited, caught Petey with the kick.
I tell you what, I'd like to see this again if we could. See how this happened.
I don't want to go away from this live in here for just 1 second until we see this, but I agree, Don. I got to see this again. Senshi's got the gold.
He's walking out with a belt, and he earned it. Here's how. There's the Canadian Destroyer. Now you're thinking to yourself, Petey Williams has got to make the pin quick because Senshi kind of hiding behind the ref, and now it's too late, and there's the drop kick, and Senshi has Jay Lethal all himself.
There's the 3 count from Slick Johnson, and Senshi regains the gold. He remains X Division champion. Petey Williams, just a case of bad luck for the Canadian Destroyer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following 6-man tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing team number 1. First from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Johnny Devine. His tag team partner from Detroit, Michigan, Alex Shelley. They are the Paparazzi.
This past Sunday at Hard Justice, quite simply, the most unforgettable pay-per-view in TNA's 4+ year history.
Boy, that's putting it mildly, Mike. When you think of everything that went down, all the problems, and then some of the greatest action that we've ever seen in a pay-per-view of all time.
gentlemen, their tag team partner in this six-man tag team contest, from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, Petey Williams.
At Hard Justice, we had everything from a fire in the roof to a fired referee, Earl Hebner jumping the guardrail, and even more.
And their opponents, first from Hell, Michigan, Chris Sabin, his tag team partner from Elizabeth, New Jersey, Jay Lethal, and their tag team partner from Bombay, India, Sanjay Dutt.
When I think about Hard Justice, think about that brawl. Rhino, Joe, Monty Brown, followed by the X Division Championship, and then one of the most brutal tag matches we've ever seen. And I'm talking about LAX and Daniels and Styles.
But will you ever forget what Christian Cage did to Sting? He screwed Sting out of the NWA World Heavyweight title. Jeff Jarrett, you didn't beat Sting. Christian Cage beat Sting.
Absolutely. It was one of the most disgusting things, especially when Christian Cage, it was so great seeing him out there having Sting's back, doing what he did to stop Steiner at every turn, and to have him turn like that at the last minute, Mike, disgusting. It still makes me sick to my stomach.
All the details on the Hard Justice Play pay-per-view replay schedule available at our website, TNAWrestling.com. Don, it was one of those nights that you will never, ever forget your entire life.
Oh, of all the pay-per-views, of all the shows we've ever done, Mike, it is the most unforgettable, but I tell you something, it was unbelievable how the fans reacted, how everybody pulled together and ended up putting up one of the best pay-per-views that they've ever seen. Didn't matter what happened, it wasn't going to be stopped.
How about Alex Shelley spitting right in the face of Jay Lethal, catches him with a kick that sends him out to the floor. Miscommunication problems as Chris Sabin gets in, going to elevate Sanjay up, and he takes out, oh yeah, both Petey Williams and Alex Shelley.
Well, one thing we know, it's that Jay Lethal, Chris Sabin, and Sanjay Dutt know how to work together. These former Team USA, nice dive, and another dive, and another one over the top by Sanjay Dutt.
Tremendous dive from the team of Sabin, Lethal, and Dutt. How about Chris Sabin and Hard Justice?
Wait a minute, look at the ring.
What?
What's going on? That's Earl Hebner again.
The fired referee, Earl Hebner attacking Slick Johnson. We saw this in Hard Justice. He blames him for being fired. Oh my God, we need to take a commercial break. More of this six-man tag when we return. He's out of control. And welcome back, everyone, to Impact. Continuation of this six-man tag team matchup. Elevated out to the apron is the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams. Caught with the right hand by Jay Lethal. Oh, watch him slide through. Williams jumping up in the air to avoid it. Now, oh, man, there goes Alex Shelley.
We've got a new referee in there. Andrew Thomas had to come in and take over. As the Earl Hebner Slick Johnson thing is totally bizarre. We'll try to keep you posted on that as the action just goes crazy.
Oh, you're right. Slick Johnson chased out of the building by Earl Hebner. Security as well, trying to separate those two. Pretty obvious. Earl Hebner, the fired referee, is a loose cannon.
Oh, he's wanting to take people out with him. I mean, this guy is absolutely lost it as you see Conan and Moody Jack Melendez.
Oh, Latin American Exchange already making their presence felt tonight here on Impact. You know what? Every time I look over there, every time I see Conan and Moody Jack, I have to wonder what they're saying, what their agenda is.
Oh, yeah, you know they're not calling this match right now. They're doing everything they can to politically move on their movement that they've done here at LAX.
Exactly. You know they're trying to get their agenda over. Bodies down in the ring. Tag made into Alex Shelley at the same time. Here comes the original player from the Himalayas, Sanjay Dutt, and he snaps off that head scissors takeover. Right hand for Johnny Devine of the Paparazzis. Alex Shelley, quick reverse, shoots Dutt into the corner, and look at him avoid the contact.
And this is X Division action, and there goes Sanjay, clotheslining both guys at the same time.
Sanjay Dutt turns it around for the three-man team. Spinebuster on Shelley, cover, 2 and no. Save made by Williams and Devine.
Simultaneously, they broke it up, and that looks like it's giving him a little momentum as you see elbow shots by Devine. You see Petey Williams. And there's a meeting in the middle of Devine and Williams and Sabin and Lethal turned it around.
Oh, I haven't seen this in years. Check this out. It's the Star. They're rowing the boat in the middle of the ring. In the middle of it, Sanjay Dutt, pin, 2, no! Broken up, he almost had the 3 count on Shelley.
That's just the type of action you see here in the X Division. As everybody's going crazy right now as we're trying to figure out Who's got the momentum? Who's got the advantage? And it looks like it. Oh, nice shot by Alex Shelley.
Oh, it just turned so quickly. Enziguri kick by Shelley takes down Sanjay Dutt. Now Johnny Divided, Chris Sabin. Sabin, the new #1 contender for the X Division Championship. And you know he's going to have that matchup against Senshi.
He earned it as he won against Alex Shelley to get that matchup against Senshi. As you see Sabin in the corner right now. Ooh, the knees right there by Shelley, and then he breaks him down. But Divine misses.
Oh, he just crashed and burned in the corner. The kicks simultaneously. Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal. Now, here comes Lethal charging in, flying forearm smash on Divine. Sabin drills him with a kick right in the face.
Oh, he just put that boot right across the face. It's amazing. He can get that foot that high up. Oh, what a shot by Sabin. He's got Divine. 1, 2, he's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Chris Sabin, Jay Lethal, and Sanjay Dutt.
What a great X Division 6-man tag on Impact.
What an impressive victory by Senshi, formerly known as Low Key. And yes, a former X Division champion is Low Key, adopted a new name, a new personality, and sort of kicked off the rebirth of the new era of the X Division in TNA.
And that is so much what the X Division is all about. I mean, think of the champ Senshi and the different styles that he has, where he can kick you from anywhere in the building. Think about the unique styles of like the high flyers like Sanjay Dutt and the ground game of an Alex Shelley, and of course, the power of a Samoa Joe and the smoothness and the skillfulness of an AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. That is the X Division.
Also want to remind you about the other TNA DVD releases. Complete list at our website, TNAWrestling.com, and you won't want to miss the best of Sting, available at retail outlets now, as well as our website. For Don West, I'm Mike Tenay. Thanks very much for watching The Best of the X Division, Volume 2.